This is the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, where each week this brother-sister duo gets together to discuss the box office, latest film and TV scoops, our latest movie or show review, and what we're getting into next. We're your hosts,
Cheryl
and Jay.
All right, this week we watched the epic latest film from the Sir Christopher Nolan. By the way, he has been knighted most recently since his last movie, so we will call him Sir Christopher Nolan. And I am on deck for trivia. Oh, the movie was the Odyssey. Did I even say that?
It's the only thing got.
Y'all know what it is. You know what I was talking about. Are you ready for trivia?
Yes.
All right. There's a lot of trivia about this movie, and most of it's like paragraphs, because they had to take a helicopter to fly all the stuff upstairs because they built an island and all this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan films on location. So
Right.
when you got to go up a treacherous path, they helicopter everybody up. Well, they helicoptered all the supplies. Everybody else had to walk.
Anne Hathaway says she got helicoptered. The rest, everybody, because she was pregnant. Everybody else had to walk.
Absolutely. Yeah. I read that Christopher Nolan and his wife Emma had walked.
Yeah.
And the stuff got helicoptered.
There was an interview where Tom was talking about having to walk up every day. And Hathaway at the end was like, I mean, I got helicoptered because I was pregnant. So.
Good for her. She is very visibly pregnant now. All right. So there was one thing that the men of this movie that were on the cast had to learn in order to film.
Okay.
What was it?
Sword fighting.
No.
Had to learn.
They had you close on
how to row a boat?
Ding 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 ding
Oh,
ding.
okay.
They ain't doing much but fighting and rowing boats. But it says the cast of the Odyssey crew were required to learn real rowing and real sailing.
That makes sense.
Not movie versions. They
Yeah.
discovered that moving a ship in the open ocean by sheer muscle power is genuinely grueling.
Yeah.
And the production dramatized in the film the real danger that dropping a large oar in the water at the speed can break ribs or catapult people overboard.
Yeah, it looked like people getting smacked.
Yeah, so Christopher Nolan is very much about you gonna do this for real.
Yeah.
So when you sign up for his movie, he'd be like, now you know,
Yeah.
I be for real about my stuff. We just don't be CGIing everybody doing everything.
The boat sequences were good.
I felt
They had no below deck, so everybody was just on top.
I was like,
there
are
was
they
nowhere to go
sleeping
downstairs to sleep.
outside?
And I don't know if you would want
all the time.
I would want to
What do
go
y'all use
downstairs.
the bathroom and all that? Or y'all
besides?
eat? Like, what do they eat? Use
Nothing.
the bathroom? They in the same clothes, so I guess you got no change of clothes to worry about. I wouldn't have send me over. Okay?
That was after the horse.
And that was right. This was getting back home, right? We've already done the battle.
Yeah.
To get back home, you got to go back on this dinghy.
Yeah.
He had like 3 dinghies, and I'm like, they all equally dingy. So yeah, the scenes were great, but we will get into that with our review.
Yeah.
Now we will get to the rest of the episode. Welcome to the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, your favorite podcast for movie and TV show news, trailers, and vaguely nerdy topics.
Each week, we dive into the latest film release, talk about the plot, characters, our favorite scenes, and give our rating out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a hardcore cinephile, we've got something for you. Reviews, news, hot takes, and a few surprises along the way.
So grab your popcorn, open your favorite podcast app or YouTube, and let's roll the reel on this week's latest episode of the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
All right, we have a couple new movies. One is a remake, of course, to talk about. We've got one Car in a Trailer Park that it was a highly anticipated film for both of us, I think. We'll see how we feel about that after we talk about the trailer. And then we have a good size Buncha-CRUNCH as well. So let's start off at the top here. Marvel had something on the slate, and then they canned it, and now they're bringing it back, which I think is very interesting. A Nova movie is in the work at Marvel Studios. Now, initially there was chatter that they were going to make a Nova series. Mm-hmm. And at some point, somebody wrote a script, and then they said, no, we're good. And I think it's probably because people feel like now people are like, oh, Marvel's got too many TV shows. Now they're like, okay, fine, we'll just make it a movie instead.
Right.
Also, this is Disney. They will take something that's going to be a TV show, turn it into a movie real quick, real fast.
All right.
Anyway, Michael Waldron is back to write the script. In the article I wrote, hey, wait, before you get on the tangent, relax. He's always set to write the script, but he also may direct. And I don't know if he's as known as a director as he is a writer.
You don't think so?
And if you are wondering why Jay made that noise, Michael Waldron, he's done Disney before. Mm-hmm. Disney and Marvel before, I should say. He did the Doctor Strange sequel, which people love to hate. I personally liked it.
Multiverse of Madness? Okay.
Multiverse of Madness, because they were like, oh, he wrote Wanda's a villain. Like, she's a villain. Did you watch the show, WandaVision? Yeah. Anyway, not going to go down on that path. So he did Multiverse of Madness. He was also the showrunner for Loki as well, which people are now like, it's funny because when people heard that he was gonna do Nova, they were like, "Oh, Michael Aldrin, we don't like him." Like, but y'all love Loki, and he literally is the showrunner for Loki. But I feel like everybody forgot because revisionist history or whatnot.
Yeah.
Anywho, if you don't know who Nova is, I am not super familiar with Nova. Jay probably know more about Nova than I do. Mm-hmm. But he is basically from the Nova Corps, which we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep. So he's part of the police force called the Nova Corps. He has superpowers. He has enhanced strength, flight, and resistance to injury, which sound a little, Superman-y? He sound like Superman. Or Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Nova is the male Captain Marvel.
The male Captain Marvel.
I've read Nova comics. It's literally what he is.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I think this is
if she was a cop. If she was a space cop.
Oh, okay.
He would be Captain Marvel.
He would be, okay.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't a space
He's like
guy.
the Marvel's Nova Corps. He's like
the
Marvel's
Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Got you. Okay. Now, I think this is an interesting choice of characters to make a movie for, which makes me wonder.
They're getting rid of Captain Marvel?
No. It makes me wonder if they're about to go back to where they started, which was bringing out these characters that nobody's really talking about to make like a new team.
People have been asking for Nova for a really long time. Really? I mean, he's like a B character.
Okay.
But they've used all their A characters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So are we back at the point? Because, we started with Iron Man. We started with Thor. We started with Hawkeye. We started with and they weren't the Hulks and they weren't Spider-Man or whatnot because Marvel didn't have them rights at that point. So they were like, we need somebody else. Yeah. So I wonder if they're dialing back to say, let's go back in Marvel got 50 billion characters?
I mean, probably because they have to they have to have new teams of Avengers. Nova was an Avenger later on in his career. So,
and we need, because right now we just got Sam, the new Falcon, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange. They're a little light on people. Yeah. In terms of they're
a lot of light on power.
Right. And the Thunderbolts, exactly. And Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel are kind of in the current generation of heroes. Yeah. I don't know how much they're going to be in the next generation. Plus, those actors might be at a stage of we kind of ready to move on to do other stuff. Right. So they kind of have to get a new team. And I feel like this is what it's leading to. Yeah. Not necessarily replacing, but trying to find new characters to take the next stage or whatever the Avengers are going to be. So, casting will be supremely important. Yeah. Outside of just. I don't think so.
No. They get.
Oh, kind of how they got Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, it'll probably be whoever's this current Chris Pratt. It'll probably be Glenn Powell or somebody.
No.
It probably will.
No. I'd rather not. Give me somebody I don't know. I ain't got nothing against Glenn Powell. I just don't want to see him.
I mean, it could be somebody you don't know.
I'd rather give me somebody I don't know or somebody I know from around the way. Okay. I'm okay with that. It ain't got to be no big superstar. And they probably trying to save a little money. So
sure.
They probably going to get somebody that's kind of in the middle or up and coming. So
they can cast any dude for Nova. Nova's not like a three-dimensional character.
It's any dude who he always got to do. He got to look a certain way. Right. And he got to be able to sell some toys and some action figures and some posters. Yeah. And he has to have a good legal past.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Make sure you ain't got no tweets, no volatile relationships. Right. Don't be part of the Ku Klux Klan or nothing like that. You got to have a clean record because they is not trying to go down this path again.
Yeah, but Nova's cool. Interested to see if what the interest in this movie is.
And the plot, how is this connecting to the larger universe? I wonder as well.
If it does, yeah.
Yeah, it might not till the after credit scene, but I feel like it should.
Because it's starting to this feels like a Blue Beetle in the realm of the universe. Okay. Like just a random one-off character who doesn't have to be connected to everything, but also isn't huge and super well known, which also makes me worry because maybe people won't go see this because nobody able to go see Blue Beetle.
And we not in the same era as when Thor came out, right? Superhero movies was up and coming. Now I feel like superheroes are just running the mill. Right. It's not the same appetite as it was. So
right, and people don't want to go see superhero movies that are
regular,
and Nova is a very regular character.
Yeah,
so it's a very risky. It's very interesting that they picked that.
They're gonna do something interesting to make people want to come out to see him. Yeah. So we'll see as we learn more. Of course, we will bring you the news. Sweet. Next up on a movie I'm probably not gonna watch, but people are probably excited about it. Maybe there's a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie in the works.
Interesting.
Why?
Well, the details about this are interesting.
Oh, okay.
So basically, what I know about this is that they said it's just going to be a remake.
Yes.
It is. I was like, that's interesting thing to just put out there.
Yeah,
You're just remaking it.
Third note. No details on the new take were revealed, but it's being described as set in the world of A Nightmare on Elm Street based on the original screenplay.
Yeah. I mean, 1984.
So it's a remake.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't even be asking why at this point, but
there's nothing you can do new with Nightmare on Elm Street. And I think the very first Nightmare on Elm Street is gruesome and visceral and still scary and unsettling.
I wonder if that's going to work today.
They already did a remake of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Did they?
Yeah, it came out in like the 2010s.
Okay.
I think. Hold on. Because I saw that. Yeah, it came out in 2010 and it was terrible.
Okay.
It was absolutely awful. It was produced by Michael Bay.
I can see why that didn't work out.
Yeah, it was bad.
I didn't see why that didn't work out.
The best thing about it was the dude who they had play Freddy Krueger, who was Jackie Earle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the best thing about it.
So this is coming from Paramount, which is not giving me warm and fuzzies about this. So they closed the deal to get the rights, the U.S. rights, because there must be some international rights, to the original screenplay. Yeah. So they got the rights to basically remake this movie from how it was originally made. If you don't know what Nightmare on Elm Street is, welcome to 2026. But it's centered on Freddy Krueger, who kills some kids. They burn him alive, and he comes back via dreams to keep terrorizing them. Pretty much. And he's got a very distinct look, which is awful. And that's it.
Yeah.
And they made $1 billion.
I don't know how this is going to go either. Because the lore of Freddy Krueger is terrible.
Awful. I'm not watching no movie where we killing kids.
Well.
But you know what?
They were teenagers.
Okay.
They're like high school age teenagers.
Okay, fine.
But I'm just wondering how they're going to do the story about Freddy Krueger, because he was a sexual predator who the townsfolk came and burned to death. So I ain't trying to see that.
I'm not trying to see no kids getting killed, honestly, repeatedly either. When we saw, what's the movie with Ethan Hawke where he is the child kidnapper?
Yeah, it's just that.
Right.
It's going to be a long extended version of Black Phone 2.
Black Phone is enough for me. I wouldn't go any further.
But Nightmare on Elm Street doesn't kill kids that little. Have you ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street?
No,
these are like high school juniors.
Oh, they're not like babies.
No, they're like...
I'm not babies. They're not toddlers.
It's like teen slasher. Nightmare on Elm Street is a teen slasher.
Oh, was it? He not killing like...
He was murdered because he was killing little kids.
Right.
But that happened... That's like the prologue to the movie. When he comes back, he's targeting specifically the older children of the parents who burned him alive. It's like revenge. It's not it's not random.
Oh, okay.
So he goes after the descendants of the parents who burned him alive.
Okay. What another show just like that? Was that Welcome to Derry kind of had that plot line of the kids and the parents?
Yeah, Welcome to Derry's is it comes back to the same town every couple of years to terrorize. Yeah, and because people stay in towns, it's usually the same. He terrorizes the next generation
of the kid. Okay, interesting.
But yeah, this would just be like Black Phone. Black Phone stole a lot from Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, it was homage, but it was basically Nightmare on Elm Street.
I know that,
and it didn't do anything different. So.
Yeah, but that's as far as when it comes to kids and kids being harmed in horror, that's my limit. Yeah. I don't think I could go. So I am curious if they gonna do any tweaking to this to make this acceptable.
I don't see them making them any younger.
No, maybe
I don't see them making them little kids for the movie.
Right,
but I don't think this is necessary.
I mean.
Robert Englund already said he's not coming back. He said he's too old to play the role of Freddy Krueger.
Fair enough. I understand he don't want to keep playing this particular role. Give him something different.
And he even said there's nothing new that can be done there.
I just don't know why this one? Why this particular?
Probably because everything else old is coming back.
Right, like Michael Myers.
Crystal Lake is coming back.
Right.
They canceled the Halloween series because they want to do a Halloween movie. Carrie is coming back.
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I think Scream just made more money than all of like the legendary monster slasher characters. So they're all trying to come back and get in.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, if y'all like it, I love it. Not really. So that is it for our new movie announcements. Now let's
roll into the trailer park.
Toot. There's only one. So I just
no beeps.
No beeps.
First stop and only stop on the trailer park is for Digger. This is going to be coming out October 2nd, 2026. It stars Tom Cruise. This is a movie about Tom Cruise, who is the richest CEO in the entire world, has caused some type of disaster that is going to end the world, and it is his natural disaster that is going to end the world, and it is his responsibility to stop it. Now what we see in the trailer is everybody's old. It looks like it takes place in some type of future, but not too far in the future.
Yes. Yep.
It looks like it's bordering on the edge of dystopian a little bit.
It's very gray.
Everybody looks old and dusty and dying. And the trailer doesn't give us a lot of plot, but what I got from the trailer is that there is a glacier that's moving around the earth that is causing flooding, and somehow that's Tom Cruise's fault.
I get it, it's his fault.
It's like a huge platform that's melting and causing the oceans to rise.
Okay.
It looks like we get a shot of either London or Paris flooding.
Yes, really, pretty bad.
And we get a shot of, it looks like a satellite image of the shape of the glacier kind of moving across the ocean.
And it's the cost to do whatever they need to do is like in the hundreds of trillions of dollars.
Yeah, and maybe he's the only person with enough money to do it.
Right. Yeah. But it's weird. It's weird.
It is.
Tom Cruise does look like himself, so I was wondering if he was doing full.
He just looks like an older.
He looks
Tom
like
Cruise.
an older. Yeah.
He's not unrecognizable.
If you can imagine that.
He's not. A lot of people were comparing it to like Penguin. It's not like that.
Oh,
he just looks like older Tom Cruise. Like this would. I could believe Tom
Colin
Cruise would
Farrell
look like this.
Nothing like. Nothing like the Penguin.
I could see Tom aging into this.
I feel like this naturally is Tom Cruise's actual look.
Yes.
If he wasn't drinking the juice from that coat.
Oh yeah, that too.
But right, I'm just saying. But I was very interested in this movie with the synopsis and the little image we got of him as whoever Digger is. But watching the trailer, I was like, this is gonna be too out there for me. It's a little out there.
It may.
I'm not. John Goodman is also in this. The actress from Project Hail Mary, Sandra Hüller, I think is her name. She's in this. So I feel like the acting is gonna be good, but I don't know if I'm feeling the plot. But we'll see. Maybe I need another trailer. A
lot of this is going to be directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu. A lot of his movies are not out there, but
a little different,
cerebral.
Okay, cerebral. That's a good word.
We have Revenant, which I don't think Revenant was cerebral, but Revenant was definitely like an epic. Birdman, which was definitely cerebral. Babel.
I've seen Babel.
21 Grams. That wasn't good. So yeah, I mean, he's got some hits and misses.
Okay. Yeah, this was a little different. I don't know if I feel like it's something we gonna see, but I don't know if I'm sold on like being excited about it. But I've been looking forward to Mission Impossible Tom Cruise. So
yeah, actor Tom Cruise. We've been talking about that.
Not runner Tom Cruise.
Right.
So I am looking forward to that part.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to at least be interesting.
There we go. I love how we said it at the same time. I couldn't think of another word.
All right, that is all the stops on the trailer park. Let's dive into this Buncha-CRUNCH.
First up, Coleman Domingo is interested. It's interesting that it's like interested, not like in talks or whatever, but interested in co-writing an untitled Princess Tiana live action story, which would be a take on Disney's Princess and the Frog. So all of Disney's stuff has been getting remade to live action, and Princess and the Frog has been left off the list. And who knows why? I mean, there could be a total slew of reasons of why. I'm guessing it's because she's mostly a frog in the most of this movie. Yeah. So it would be live action like Lion King in terms of like live action, because she's a human at the beginning, but she gets turned into a frog, and she's a frog for like the rest.
She's a frog in New Orleans,
right?
Yeah.
But do we need a live action of an animal movie?
No,
is what I'm asking.
No, we don't.
Now, also, if everybody else is getting remade, why not this one? Is the counterpoint?
Well, I read that it's not going to be a remake, and that's the reason it's called a Princess Tiana live action story and not Disney's Princess and the Frog. So what I read is that it's going to be more so of a spinoff. It's going to be a live action story about Tiana. Okay. Not the live action Princess and the Frog. I thought that was interesting because I thought Coleman Domingo probably saw what happened to Moana being live action remade immediately after the movie came out and was like, let's not do that exact thing over again.
Fair. And that's a good lesson.
So tell a new live action story. That's a good lesson to learn.
Yeah, that makes sense. From Moana. So I didn't know Como Domingo wrote movies.
Me either.
So shout out to him for that. It do say co-write, so it sound like you're gonna get a little help. Yeah. But I ain't mad at it. If we doing all the rest of them and getting spinoffs, why not this one?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right, next up we have some sad news, I guess, kind of. God of War is recasting Ryan Hurst because he got injured on the set of the upcoming Prime Video series. Mm-hmm. He's the lead.
Right.
And they are saying, sorry, sir, we're not waiting for you to heal. We're getting somebody else.
Yeah.
Now, people are saying the injury that he has, he tore, I can't remember exactly.
It says major.
Yeah, it's like it takes like 6 months to a year to recover. And even then, you might not be back to your full strength. So Amazon is like, we're not waiting that long.
I wonder if you can sue.
We got to move on. And I would be hot.
Getting type of workers' comp.
Something.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's something
take you
in
away from other stuff.
My thing, I got hurt doing your thing. Yeah. And you can't wait for me?
Yeah.
Also,
because Amazon's awful.
It's like there's a timeline. Yeah. There's a timeline. Like this it's not like an Avengers movie where like if you push back one, then the one after it gotta wait.
Right.
It's literally a TV series on Amazon Prime.
And I don't think this is highly anticipated.
The people was canning the freaking image.
Well, yeah, nobody was impressed by the image. And then didn't he like say something stupid?
He did say something goofy. This is funny because it's gonna come back.
He said the image wasn't real or something.
But Amazon like posted it on their social media.
They probably been ready to get rid of it. Like,
somebody said, did they purposely set him up? I hope not. That crazy.
Sucks. It's sad. He was just in. We just saw him in the Odyssey.
He's literally one of the people in the Odyssey. I was like, I like this guy
as his mentor character. Yeah, he would have been a good Kratos.
Yeah. So I was just kind of like, well, dang, Amazon, y'all not going.
They already kind of had the Kratos father-son dynamic going on.
Yeah.
In the movie,
so it was kind of a dog-eat-dog, or I guess Hollywood is a dog-eat-dog world. They don't care about that man, so they are going to ship him and get somebody else. What else has Ryan Hurst been in?
And they also said most of the episodes have been filmed.
Yeah, they're starting over.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're going to waste money to start over rather than just pause and wait till he get better.
That's how you know these studios got money, y'all.
Right. Because
they just throw it in the bin.
Who cares when this comes out? Just wait.
Yeah.
Nobody's clawing for this.
Nope.
Anyway. So I feel bad for him for that. But
he
was also, I guess, in The Walking Dead. I didn't watch any of that. He is in a Christopher Nolan movie. One that's doing extremely well.
Yeah.
And once you get on the Nolan roster, he gonna call you back.
Yeah.
So hopefully there is a bright future ahead of Mr. Ryan Hurst.
Yeah.
Because he probably never working with Amazon again. So good for him. Danny McBride. We talked about this a little bit ago. I think it was like a rumor. Danny McBride is officially going to direct the Paramount G.I. Joe movie. Mm-hmm. And Bradley Cooper is being eyed to star, I'm assuming, as the lead. Sure.
Bradley Cooper is being eyed to star in the G.I. Joe movie. Mm-hmm. Good luck. That's all I got to say.
Selling it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody going to see Bradley Cooper in a G.I. Joe movie?
I don't think anybody's going to see a G.I. Joe movie. Where's the G.I. Joe Transformers movie at?
But no.
Where's the crossover?
Nobody's going to go see action star Bradley Cooper.
No. They didn't go see action star Ryan Gosling, and that was after he was in Barbie.
No.
Listen, the lead white actors is struggling bringing people in butts and seats.
They are.
When it comes to action movies. Mm-hmm. Other movies I can't say that because the Odyssey, but the Odyssey got Nolan. Totally different.
They didn't go see action star Tom Cruise in the last Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible did not break no records at all.
Didn't even break its budget.
No. No, it didn't. So I don't know. I don't know if this is the right choice.
It's not. I can say it's not.
If you're going to make a G.I. Joe movie, just do the crossover movie. Now, you know who? No, Chris Hemsworth don't even put butts in seats. So that's not going to work either. I'm trying to think, like, who else could they pick?
Chris Hemsworth doesn't put... he doesn't sell
outside
a lot
of Marvel.
tickets.
And we like Chris Hemsworth. So that ain't a knock on Chris Hemsworth.
I mean, the thing about G.I. Joe is you have to sell it on the actors. Because, with the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, people may not go see it because... With the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, if people don't care about the actors, you know that they care about the robots. And they'll go see it for the spectacle of the robots.
Right. But if you
have to sell G.I. Joe on just the people.
Right. And I don't know if Bradley Cooper's doing it.
He's not.
I don't know who's doing it, to be honest. Who?
Let me see.
Chris Hemsworth, we already just mentioned. Ryan Gosling, not that he would do this anyway.
Has Bradley Cooper done... What was the last Bradley Cooper movie that was huge? Before the musical with Lady Gaga?
I don't know. What's The Hangover? Right? I think so.
Limitless?
Oh, he was in a movie with the guy with the maestro. Not maestro. Maestro. Yeah, Maestro. But that was an action movie. That was just Oscar bait.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know Bradley Cooper's last big hit outside of A Star Is Born recently.
I mean, he was in what did we see him?
We
saw him in Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, that don't count. That was a cameo.
He's been doing a lot of like random cameos.
He was Jor-El.
He was Jor-El in a cameo.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
He's Rocket. Hey, he's Rocket.
He's Rocket. He was in Limitless. So
okay.
I'm trying to think of action movie Bradley Cooper, and he was in American Sniper in 2014. It seems like.
I think that was his last big action movie.
Okay.
Was American Sniper. They might want to pick somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody more exciting.
Like.
Ding, ding, I can't think of anybody more exciting.
Crickets.
No, not Bradley Cooper.
Crickets. Cricket. I'm saying crickets because I'm trying to think of somebody. No, I can't think of anybody.
They should just gave this to Chris Evans.
Nope, he don't bull nobody in seats outside of Captain America either.
No, but it would have been a better fit with him going from Captain America to being a G.I. Joe.
Sure,
that would have made more sense. And Chris Hemsworth going from Extraction to be a G.I. Joe. But nobody's going to sell this movie. But this movie's not going to make a lot of money.
But didn't nobody go see Crime 101?
Nobody went to go see Masters of the Universe.
Nope.
Nobody has gone to see a lot of the big blockbuster spectacles that have come out. So nobody will go see this movie. But they should probably cast somebody better.
Yeah.
Somebody more entertaining.
They should try better. They should try harder.
They should at least try.
They should try harder. I don't disagree with you.
Nobody has seen any of these.
I'm really struggling on like who else
could
lead.
Like 2 years.
Maybe like Caleb Turner. Maybe they need to go younger. No.
I have to see how his rom-com does.
Yeah, you're right.
Callum Turner would be better.
They stopped advertising, it feels like. But maybe not.
Because is this a one-off? Bradley Cooper's already 51. Are they going to do like are they going to transition this into
Tom Holland?
Because that'll probably be like, he's 51 now. He said they plan on shooting in 2028. So he'll be 53. And then if they do a sequel, he'll be 56. We'll be 60.
Right. You know how long it take movies to come out.
No.
I don't know. Who?
Are they friends? This is like a friend move.
Probably.
Like we
doing
friends.
A favor. Get a discount. Can I get you a discount?
I also saw that Danny McBride said he was a really big fan of this.
Okay.
So this is in really good hands.
Okay.
Danny McBride was also a fan of Halloween.
Okay.
The Halloween trilogy that came out. He was a really big fan of that.
I ain't got high hopes for this, guys. I'm sorry. I ain't got high hopes for this.
No.
I
was excited about this.
Think of a lead.
And it's sad. I was excited about this after the post-credit scene of the last Transformers movie because they teased bring Anthony Ramos back. They teased.
They did. They
teased recruiting Anthony Ramos and the Joes at the end of the Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Yeah.
And then the article came out about Chris Hemsworth doing the crossover G.I. Joe movie with Anthony Ramos and the Transformers. That's exciting. Mm-hmm. Going back to a regular bare bones G.I. Joe movie that doesn't include the Transformers but stars Bradley Cooper.
They tried this already.
Is going right back to the last two G.I. Joe movies, which bombed.
Right.
So if that's what the goal is,
it's a weird choice.
Fine.
Hollywood makes some.
Why not move forward?
Weird choices.
Yeah.
Weird choices. So I don't know. This movie might not make the light of day. So you may never hear about it again.
It's not. This is at Paramount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This may not even come.
Disney might buy Paramount by the time this come out.
Right.
We'll go with that. All right. Moving on to another franchise. Garrett Waring and Amanda Fix have been cast as Ed and Lorraine Warren in the Conjuring prequel movie.
You called it.
That they going younger?
No, you called the Conjuring wasn't ending.
Oh, yeah.
You said
Please.
it. You said it's not ending.
Please. When they were like, this the last Conjuring, I was like,
made $1 billion.
Please. You know how much the buckets of money.
It made a lot of money.
Buku cash.
Not $1 billion, but it made like a lot of
money. From what I've heard, it ain't even the best one of the bunch.
No, it's the worst.
And it made the most money. And they were like,
it was so much
spin
CGI.
Up another.
Yeah.
Spin up another. Mm-hmm. But no, you're right. I'm not familiar with these two actors. So.
Oh, yeah, we are. Garrett Waring, we saw in the happiest movie of all time.
Bicentennial Man?
Nope.
Because we just talked about that.
The Long Walk.
Oh.
He was a major son.
Oh, he's pretty. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Garrett.
He could be a young Patrick Wilson.
I give him that.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. And then let's look up Amanda Fix. Do we know her from anything?
Her, I don't recognize her from.
Okay. Not familiar with your game, Amanda, but shout out to
her.
So
they're both relatively new actors.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. If you're going to do a prequel, get a fresh face, because you probably don't need to be making this prequel no way.
I mean, they'll probably be doing these. They'll probably get like a trilogy of these prequels.
If they do
or as
well.
far as they can.
I was about to say, if they do good, then yes,
yeah.
You're absolutely correct. So shout out to them. Jay will be watching this on our behalf.
Okay.
Ain't no freaking way. All right. Zolo?
I think it's Zolo.
Zolo?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Miranda.
Mara-Duena.
Blue Beetle's back. I just should have started with that. Blue Beetle is back, and he will be returning as his role in James Gunn's Man of Tomorrow. So Man of Tomorrow has yet another person.
And James Gunn has finally made good on something he said.
He
said Blue Beetle will be back.
Because Blue Beetle was the first official character of the DCU.
And then the movie came out, and then he stopped talking about it. Remember?
And then the movie came out, and nobody saw it.
And then he stopped talking about Blue Beetle.
Right, and then Blue Beetle just went mm-hmm. So shout out to this actor. He's probably been waiting in the wings, like, I'm ready to come back, guys. And James Gunn was like, all right, Man of Tomorrow is it.
I know he was super excited about this. This movie was caught in between that whole Black Adam DC transition. So he was probably unsure if he'd ever come back again.
And it didn't do well in the box office.
It didn't do well. And the movie itself wasn't that great.
It was okay. Yeah, it was very
It was
fine.
Medium. It was mid.
It was Supergirl.
It was
Supergirl.
It was very small scale, very goofy, young YA story.
Yeah.
Young adult
and the
superhero
family
story.
His family was the highlight of that movie versus Blue Beetle.
But also a little ridiculous.
They were doing the most.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Man of Tomorrow is clearly not a Superman sequel, but that's okay.
It is.
Is it? I
mean, it's
everybody and their daddy in this movie.
It's a James Gunn film.
But
just that first one. Just like I said about the first. It's interesting.
Once again.
When we said the first movie came out, we said, there's a lot of people in this movie. And now the sequel's coming out. He's doing the exact same thing. And the same people are now complaining that there's a lot of people in this movie like they didn't see the first one.
This is not a sequel. I don't care what you say. This is not a sequel. For once again, we have a Superman movie by him, it's called Superman. And then the next one is not a sequel. Why Superman can't ever get a sequel?
It's a Superman sequel.
It's not a sequel.
The Man of Tomorrow is Superman.
No, it's a spinoff. It's a spinoff at this point because everybody and their daddy in this movie.
Everybody and their daddy was in the first one.
No, everybody and their cousin was in the first. Now we got cousins, daddies, uncles.
He's got to bring the Justice League together and fast.
Because too many spots.
The fan base is dropping like flies, he has to stick as many exciting faces in the next movie as he can.
I just want a Superman sequel.
Especially if he's going to keep skipping Comic-Cons and not talking about anything he's got coming out.
Listen, I feel like the more we add, the less screen time David Cornsweet getting.
This is what happens when you decide to build your universe off of obscure choices. Now you're in the middle of it, and you have to make your next movie an ensemble film.
And one thing one nitpick I feel like I had about the first Superman is that he wasn't Clark Kent. We didn't get a lot of Clark. He was Clark for like 2%, and Superman for 98%.
He's going to be mostly Superman in this show. You want more Clark?
It would be nice to have a little bit of balance of because he's a good Clark. David Cornsweet does very good as Clark and as Superman. And I feel like why would we have a movie where we can see both? But there's too many people in this for that. I feel like the movie ain't out yet. So what am I to say? Anywho, the Superman spinoff, Man of Tomorrow, is coming out.
So this is Blue Beetle. So Superman is going to star Superman.
Sure.
Supergirl. Lex Luthor.
Hawk Girl.
Hold
on, let me pull
at least 2 Green Lanterns. Unless Guy dies.
No, because they're gonna kill Homeboy in the TV show.
They'll kill Kyle Chandler in the show
for sure.
So it's gonna have Aaron Pierre Green Lantern, and it's gonna have
Guy
John
Gardner.
Stewart and Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
It's gonna have Blue Beetle.
Did you say Lois?
It's gonna have. I'm talking about superheroes.
Oh, Mr. Terrific.
Blue Beetle. Mr. Terrific.
The engineer apparently is back.
The engineer is gonna be back.
Oh, Rick Flag Sr. Don't forget.
Oh God, why? I don't know. Why does he keep sticking Rick Flag Sr. in front of everybody?
Because Peacemaker is supposed to lead into Man of Tomorrow, right?
Nobody watched it. Nobody watched Peacemaker.
So Rick Flag.
Nobody cares.
Rick Flag. You already said Supergirl. We have Blue Beetle. Okay, those are all of the superheroes so far, and Wonder Woman. Or whoever Adriana Jordan is playing. It's funny that
Rick Flag from Peacemaker keeps coming back, but he hasn't brought. But Peacemaker was like his flagship hero, and he hasn't brought Peacemaker back. Probably because he realized Peacemaker no longer fits in his universe.
I'm assuming he might do a cameo.
Hopefully not. I don't think anybody wants to see Peacemaker with James Gunn.
People like that show, supposedly. And whoever Adriana Jordan is playing is supposed to be in this too. Remember?
Maximum Wonder Woman.
So Wonder Woman is in this.
Yeah, so it's a lot of people.
So it's like I said.
No Batman.
It ain't. No, it doesn't be no Batman. It's not a Superman sequel. It is Superman a Superman spinoff. It's a spinoff movie.
This is gonna have a lot of people in it, and plus Brainiac, who's the villain. So
yeah,
interested to see how this pans out. Interested to see how big of a part Blue Beetle will play in it. Probably will come into play in the third act fight. It'll probably be a big third act fight with everybody.
But how you just gonna whistle and they're gonna be like, and everybody just gonna show up? We don't know. I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know.
We can't complain about this.
I am
because this is a secret Justice League movie, just the same way Captain America was a secret Avengers movie.
But
unfortunately,
Captain America had 2 proper movies prior because
his universe was built properly, so he didn't have to rush to throw everybody on screen. They didn't do that right, so they have to skip.
Civil War is an Avengers movie.
Yeah,
I don't care.
So this is DC Civil War with Brainiac.
Fine. I'll let you have it.
It passes the check.
I'll let you have it. It better be setting up a Black Panther then.
It's
next.
Not.
It better be setting.
You're gonna be disappointed.
We better get introduced to Batman like we was introduced to Black Panther in Civil War.
You're gonna be disappointed.
How about that? If that's what we gonna do, then won't you introduce whoever Batman is in this?
They got it.
All right. They don't know who he is. Speaking of a character called Batman, the other side of the house of
Batman
DC
problems
Studios,
all around.
the Batman Part 2 is moving again. This ain't the first time, but now it is February 2028.
Yeah. So they can no longer do a young Bruce Wayne. Robert Pattinson's not young.
He's old.
He's an old father. So
you know who he is.
They can't do young angsty Bruce Wayne who goes back and forth with Andy Serkis like a petulant child because he's too old to be a petulant child.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, it's too old to be angsty.
It's too late for that. But they gonna have to play it that way because the script's already been written.
And he's too old for father figures.
They already filming. Filming.
Why did it take so long?
I don't understand. Let me say this first.
People are not immortal.
I hope that Matt Reeves is okay, mentally and physically. If he is, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right. We have had 2 epic movies from Christopher Nolan, right? Mm-hmm. Oppenheimer and now the Odyssey. Mm-hmm. In the time that we have had a Dune trilogy, in the time in which it's taking 2 Batman movies to come out.
It's crazy.
There's about to be another Avengers movie, y'all. Another one. Actually, wait a minute. Okay, we're going to have the second one. We'll at least have a whole nother Avengers movie. Mm-hmm. And the second Batman still won't be out.
Nope.
I don't understand. They're not explaining it totally.
No, they haven't given any indication why this has been pushed back. Why?
The other interesting part, so they picked a weekend in February. I forgot to put the date down.
So it's not in October anymore.
It's not in October. Now it's in February.
Boo.
Here's the day that they picked is President's Weekend. That's what weekend it is. Which is a prime spot for what other movie studio to put out a movie?
President's Day weekend?
Yeah.
President's Day weekend.
You ain't got to think that far. Who do the other superhero movies?
Oh, Marvel?
Yes.
Marvel. That's
Black
prime.
Panther. Captain America, Brave New World. It's literally they black movie spot.
Yeah.
I know Marvel like, who y'all think? Y'all think you're about to open up something. What if that was Black Panther's Day? You think they about to move Black Panther because Batman 2 sitting right there? What you think? No.
Is something scheduled in February right now for Marvel?
Not that we know of. But you don't think they're going to put Black Panther right there?
I don't know why they moved this.
They probably going to.
This was a weird decision.
Whatever. And you know what? At this point, I wasn't even mad. I just laughed.
Well, at this point, my hype for the movie is gone because I'm not going to be sitting on ready for 2 years.
No.
For something that we don't even know is coming, because somebody made a good point. Movie dates are never locked. No. They can always change. So this is the perfect example. This is just its current positioning, February 2028. It could always change again. So I'm definitely not about to get hyped for something that could get pushed back again.
It's weird. So it's weird. I'll
revisit my hype at the end of 2027.
Sure, when they got some posters and some movie tickets on sale, then I'll start.
Everybody in this movie is old. Charles Dance is old. Scarlett Johansson is old. Bucky old. Everybody can't be sitting around forever. These movies, by the time this movie came out, they would have aged 4 years.
Yeah. Interesting.
Could you imagine?
No.
Not. I mean, could you imagine completing something years ago and then watching it?
It's like when when Elizabeth Olsen. It took something like forever.
They asked her about What If, and she was like, I recorded those so long ago. I don't even know what those episodes are about.
You tell me, because I forgot. Whatever. Whatever. I don't even care at this point. Just what y'all tell me when y'all ready, and then I'll get ready.
This must not be a trilogy.
No, we're done.
It can't be.
Also, are we waiting until after February 2028 to get a DCU Batman?
No, I feel like they're going to announce a DCU Batman before February 20th. Now, will we have a DCU Batman movie? No, absolutely not. WB ain't got that. They ain't got that money.
Okay.
In the WB pocket of the Paramount.
So we've pushed back the introduction of the DCU Batman.
Because they're not even advertising their movies. WB isn't.
Well, they're about to be Paramount, so ain't nobody got no money.
They definitely ain't got the budget for 2 Batmans.
Ain't nobody got no money. Right. So 2 Batmans at the same time? You're probably right.
They're going to cast, sure. But we won't have a DCU Batman movie
until 2029 because they're not putting 2 Batmans out in 1 year.
Nope.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because it'd be embarrassing if one does well and the other doesn't.
Well, just people would be like, didn't a Batman movie just come out? It's not like The Grinch.
Or it'd be the Matt Reeves
thing again. You could just put out different versions.
It'd be the Matt Reeves thing again, where when Superman came out and didn't do as well as Man of Steel or the Batman, people were like, well, why is it Matt Reeves running the universe?
And then we liked the first Batman, part 1. I really liked that movie. So the first time it moved, I was like, dang it, this sucks. We got to wait. And now I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Y'all let me know when tickets going to sell, and then I'll activate.
So the next DCU thing we have coming out is Clayface, and then Man of Tomorrow, Clayface, and then...
We don't know. we don't know.
And that's both this year.
We don't, right. Well, Superman is next year.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
So we'll see.
So nothing.
We don't know. James Gunn's don't like talk to us unless you're on Threads. They don't talk to you. Yeah. And also in the WB stratosphere,
you gotta throw out a bunch of accusations that'll get him to respond, and then he'll reveal the truth by talking too much, because that's what he do. That's what he always does. So.
Was Superman really black?
You gotta throw out.
That's what I should do. I'd be like, James Gunn, where the black Superman at?
Right. You gotta throw an accusation to the left and then throw something to the right, and then he'll tell you the truth in the middle.
James Gunn said he hates the black Superman idea. Is this true, James?
You're like, absolutely no, I don't. I have one caster right now. Oh, gotcha.
Oh, who is it, James? Who is it? That's what you gotta do. Right. Try that.
You gotta talk him into a box.
Only problem is when you get his attention and all the little minions come after him, like, that's not what he said, and why you always asking him questions? Like, he on the platform.
Are you with the screenshots?
Oh, right. And screenshots live forever.
They do.
They sure do. Also in the WB stratosphere, a movie that we also recently talked about, The Great Beyond, is also moving. That movie was supposed to come out in like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
And now it's getting pushed to fall 2027, taking Batman Part 2 spot.
These people are aging. This stars Samuel Jackson.
This movie's done.
Yeah.
This movie's, like, it was literally coming out the same because the How to Rob a Bank moved to the same weekend this was coming out. And
How to Rob a Bank moved.
Because we were like, oh, which one are we going to see? Well, now we ain't got to pick. We're watching How to Rob a Bank because The Great Beyond got moved a year.
Yeah. So this was going to be the Glenn Powell, Jenna Ortega, Samuel Jackson.
Sci-fi.
Paranormal.
Yes.
Mystery.
Yes.
Thing about an author.
Yes, who gets transported to like the world that he writes about.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sounded very interesting, but WB moved it a whole year.
Interesting.
So hopefully they don't send it straight to streaming.
It costs money to put movies out.
Let's pray it comes out. To the movie theater.
That's true.
Paramount, it'll probably be Paramount by this time next year. Well, loves putting a movie on the streaming platform. So we'll see how that goes.
Definitely it's not good.
I feel like the more they move stuff, the more they be like, just put it, just load it, just upload it right now.
Upload it.
Nobody will notice.
Right.
Nobody will notice. All right, so that is it for our new movie announcements, our trailers, and our Bunch of Crunch. We're going to take a short break before we get into our review for the Odyssey.
Nice.
This week we watched The Odyssey, which was released July 17th, 2026. This was written and directed by Christopher Nolan. If you don't know who he is, that's weird.
Yeah.
But Batman Trilogy, Interstellar, Inception, The Prestige, Memento, Tenet, Oppenheimer was his last one.
Yep.
He has 13 movies, and all of them have been deemed probably pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Although I have not seen all of them. Dunkirk, everybody's favorite.
Oh, yeah. Nobody likes Dunkirk.
I didn't see Dunkirk, and I will never watch Dunkirk. But I'm glad y'all liked it if y'all did.
No, nobody's favorite. Yeah.
So cast and characters of The Odyssey include, now this is based off the Homer poem, The Odyssey. Mm-hmm. Just letting y'all know that if you did not, this ain't a play, a take, you're like, this is literally based off of that.
Yeah.
So the characters are the same. Matt Damon plays Odysseus. Tom Holland plays his son, Telemachus. Anne Hathaway plays the wife, Penelope. Robert Pattinson, now these Greek names, I'm probably going to jack them up a little bit, so just roll with me. Robert Pattinson plays Antinous. Mm-hmm. Okay. Lupita Nyong'o plays two roles. She is both Helena Troy and the twin sister, which is a little different in this one. Clytemnestra.
I was listening to all the names in the movies because I was like, oh, these are all great plant names.
They are. They sound like plant.
They're like, the next big plant, I guess, is going to be Odysseus.
It's right. Yes, I agree with you on that. Samantha Morton, who I have not seen in quite some time, in a movie, plays Circe. Mm-hmm. You have John Leguizamo, who plays...
Eumaeus?
Eumaeus?
I think it's just Eumaeus.
Okay, sure. I'm going with that. Zendaya plays Athena. Charlize Theron plays Calypso. John Bernthal plays Menelaus. I
think it's Menelaus.
Sure.
It's brother of Agamemnon.
Agamemnon, who is played by Benny Safdie.
Yes.
Who has the brother who... It's funny. He's an actor, but he's also like a director with his brother, but then they broke up and whatever.
Yeah.
Anywho, he's been in several Christopher Nolan movies. Mm-hmm. Elliot Page plays Simenon. Bill Irwin is the performer of Cyclops, who has the name of, he is a Cyclops. His name is Polyphemus, I think is how you pronounce that, who's the son of Poseidon. Who else did I forget? Oh, Himesh Patel plays what do you say his name? Eurylochus?
All right.
Eurylochus.
I think it's Eurylochus, like eucalyptus.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Ooh, I did.
Eurylochus. That's what it is.
I did terrible, guys. I did terrible. And then I also shout out Corey Hawkins, who plays Polybus. And who else do I want to mention? Oh, Ryan Hurst plays Mentor. Oh, Mia Goth is in this. Mia Goth and Logan Marshall Green actually play twin siblings. I didn't realize they were twins.
They never had a scene together.
Not that I can remember. They were definitely in the same space, but they play Menlanto and Menlantheus.
Interesting. Guess who Bill Irwin, who played the Cyclops. Guess who you've seen him in? One of your favorite movies of all time. One of your favorite holiday films.
Nightmare on Christmas. Nope. Long Kiss Goodnight. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
That's a great holiday film choices. No, these are actual meant to be watched on Christmas. That's this what it's meant to be watched.
Oh, Die Hard, not Die Hard with a Vengeance.
No. Okay, so How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You skipped over all the traditional. This movie went straight.
I said.
You went to ones that matter, which I appreciate. Die Hard.
I don't know.
He played Lou Who.
Oh.
Yeah, Cindy Lou Who's dad.
Oh, that's him. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, he didn't speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was.
So he's interesting by I'm befuddled. I mean, he was good, but like I didn't envision. Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And they also used a puppet. I saw today.
Yeah.
They use a puppet for the Cyclops,
which was scary looking. You see that scary looking? That puppet
thing
look creepy.
Huge.
It's huge and it's creepy.
That's why Christopher Nolan movies' budgets be so big. Because he'd be like, build it for real.
It's like a giant,
build me a Cyclops.
Marionette.
Right. Yes, because it's got, because the limbs are kind of disjointed, right? Yeah. So they can move. That's why these movies cost so much. Because Christopher Nolan, I want the boat. I want you to build Troy. I want the horse. I want the Cyclops. All of that. I want the pigs. I want all of that.
Right.
All right. Runtime. All of it. Just all of it. Cast and characters. Oh, we just did that. Runtime. This is a Christopher Nolan movie, so you know it's gonna be long. This one is 2 hours and 53 minutes, which is good prep time for Doomsday. Because that news came out today. It's 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Shorter than Endgame, though.
Hey,
so it's right in between Infinity War and Endgame.
Okay, these Avenger movies need to be long. It's like 12 billion people in those, like it is this one.
Yeah, like Superman.
What was that movie long?
You said it's a billion people in it.
Oh yeah, but not as long.
Not as long.
Cause don't nobody get no screen time. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Different movie. Back to the Odyssey. Budget of $250 million. So like we just said, these movies cost a lot because Christopher Nolan be going to the location, building all the things, and making people do the things. So hey, the budget fits the bill. Box office, because it's gonna make his money back. Box office opening day, $51 million, which is more than some movies make their whole weekend. Mm-hmm. And their whole box office run.
A lot of movies didn't make that at all.
Don't make $51 million. It's projected to do just domestically $120 million, just domestically, and then over the weekend globally is expected to do 257.
So it's gonna make more.
It's gonna make its budget back this freaking weekend.
Good job.
On a global scale. It is on course to be the best live action debut this year, and they specify live action because if you look at all the movies, the best is Toy Story. Toy Story 5.
That's got to be disappointing.
A little bit. You couldn't meet the animated movie?
Nolan.
Yeah, he's probably like...
got to be a little disappointing.
I couldn't be...
Wow.
So close.
First Barbie, now Toy Story.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So... it's the best live action movie, but not the best opening. And then obviously in 2 weeks, this is probably going to get bumped out by Spider-Man. So this is going to be...
And Dune and Avengers.
This is going to be short-lived.
It's still time to move down
It's okay.
the
He
list.
gets 2 weeks to say that I had the best live action opening for 2026.
It'll
be fine.
It'll go to the awards.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. However, this is a personal best for Nolan. This will be his biggest global opening box office.
Yes.
So it's beating Oppenheimer. It's not only beating Oppenheimer globally, it's also beating Batman.
Yes, this is bigger than any of his Batman based films.
Yeah, domestically not so much, but globally yes. And globally is like that's everybody. So obviously if it's doing globally, it's doing well.
Yeah.
So cinema score, by no surprise to anybody, this is an A.
Yeah.
Like everything he gets, I think Tenet might be like the lowest one. Anyway,
it's confusing.
I
wasn't confused.
I liked it.
I liked it.
I'm about to go on my soapbox about Tenet.
A lot of people did not like Tenet, but
it's like
it's because they didn't get it.
Right. It's fine. You gotta watch it. You have to watch Tenet twice.
You do.
Like let's
Tenet got Robert Pattinson the Batman job.
It did.
It did.
And it convinced me that he could be Batman.
And it convinced everybody else that Aaron Taylor Johnson was a serious actor.
Listen, I just
Tenet did a lot for a lot of people.
Understand why we was hating on Tenet.
Elizabeth Debicki got Princess Diana after that.
Hello?
Like, Tenet was a movie
maker.
So
Tenet...
Himesh Patel?
Yeah, that's where I know him from.
Yeah, Tenet did a lot of things for a lot of people.
Don't play with Tenet. So Tenet, The Prestige, and Insomnia have Bs. Interstellar, Inception have B+. Dunkirk, A-. All the Batman movies and Oppenheimer have A's.
I googled Tenet, and the first result from Tenet is Reddit, and it said, just watch Tenet. I have generally no idea what I just watched.
A great movie.
People don't appreciate
a good movie.
Greatness.
Elizabeth Debicki's in that.
Yeah.
Did you mention? You probably mentioned that already.
Yeah, she was 8 feet tall in that movie.
That's where I learned her. That's where I learned about quite a few people.
Yeah.
And had new ideas from people from Tenet.
Yeah.
So don't mess around with Tenet. Anyway, Odyssey got an A.
Yes.
Rotten Tomato scores reflect the cinema score. Critics right now have it a 95 and audience has a 97.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mostly everybody liked this movie. And let's now discuss why. Jay, hit us with the plot.
The plot of the Odyssey is the Odyssey.
Yes.
Odysseus has won the Trojan War. He is on his way home with all his friends.
Yep,
and
homies.
They have to endure a lot of hijinks and shenanigans on the road home.
Yep.
It's the world's longest road trip.
The longest on record.
And while he's away, his son and wife have to deal with suitors who are trying to take over their kingdom.
Their own set of hijinks and shenanigans. So yes, it is the Odyssey. So I feel like we about to get into non-spoiler thoughts. And I feel like it's kind of hard to not spoil a story that's like, what, a couple thousand years old?
Yeah.
But hey, if you've never come across the Odyssey, we're going to try to not spoil it first before we get to
old it was first sung before it was written?
Listen, I think it was like 500 years before somebody wrote this junk down. Like, it's like...
That's how old it is.
It's pretty old. Like, if you don't even know anything about the Odyssey, you at least know the Trojan War and the Trojan Horse and Achilles, which is the Iliad, which is before all this. But anyway, what I'm trying to say, this is old, and we're gonna try to not spoil something that's super old before we get into spoilers, like we typically do. But if we accidentally spoil it, I don't want to hear it.
Yes,
I don't want to hear it. It's just, that's your fault. That's your fault. All right, non-spoiler thoughts first. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I can go first.
Hit it.
Non-spoiler thoughts for the Odyssey. You should probably went first because I didn't have my notes up. But I have them up now.
Go.
Non-spoiler thoughts for the Odyssey. I thought it was a very good movie. Thought it was very well shot. Yes. Very beautiful scenes. Okay. Great acting all around in this movie. The highlights, of course, were Matt Damon, who plays Odysseus.
Yep.
Anne Hathaway does a very good job playing Penelope and all the emotional scenes that she has while she's at home. In a way, she did a really good job selling it.
Yes.
I think Tom Holland did a very good job as like the prince who was not made for this but has to get made for this because otherwise his kingdom is going to be taken over. He does a very good job at playing a growing boy.
Agree. Who's not of age yet.
Who's not of age and didn't have a dad to teach him how to deal with these suitors. So he has to figure out how to do it himself. And I think he did a good job with that.
Okay.
Certain stops could have had more
in it
included in them. Okay. Specifically like the Cyclops moment. I feel like the Cyclops section of the film wasn't short, but for as long as we were there, I would have wanted some more.
Fair enough.
Especially since this is from source material. I feel like the older source material does it better in this movie for certain sections of this film. Okay. And Cannibal Island, I liked it visually, but I wish they would have done more with it.
Which island was that?
Yeah, that was the island with the giants, the cannibals.
Oh, okay.
In the original, the cannibals.
Okay.
But they weren't there long enough to do that. So some of these
stops, on and off.
Yeah, some of the stops where they were in and out. You know?
That's true.
So I think he did a very good job at touching just about every part of the story. Okay. But some of them were very quick. Very quick moments, but he did well. I like the fact they didn't shy away from all the fantastical elements in this. We all talked about not wanting it to be too grounded, and he did a good job with that. We even got some Scylla, which I didn't expect.
Sidebar, just a tiny bit. He originally was going to do a more mythical Greek mythology, mythical version with like the gods and stuff. But
I would have loved that.
But decided to do a more grounded take.
Yeah, I would love that. I mean, this is not a spoiler because you can look at the cast list. There is no, they didn't, Zeus ain't in this. No, Hades ain't in this.
Poseidon's not in this.
No, this isn't a Clash of the Titans, but I would have liked that.
Yeah, it sounded like initially he was going to do like a Clash of the Titans situation.
It would have fit. I feel like the tone of this, it would have fit and not made it feel like a Clash of the Titans movie. It still would have felt,
He's Christopher Nolan, so he would have known. I feel like he would have known how to do it.
Yeah, I like the way the story was told. This is non-linear storytelling, but it has a very good payoff at the end. I think that does really good with.
Agree.
And I like the dialogue. I like the fact that the dialogue wasn't like old Greek. It was modern.
Today.
Yeah, it was modern dialogue.
Like today.
It was modern dialogue, and it made sense because a lot of the themes in this movie are very modern. Especially like women in lead positions and women in positions where the king is gone. Like, and there's Anne Hathaway in this movie has a monologue about how, all this time people are waiting for Odysseus to come back as if I have not been sitting on this throne running this kingdom for the past 20 years.
Hot.
So I like the fact that a lot of that in Cersei's moment, Cersei's view on men on the world. I was like, these are very modern themes, and the dialogue fits with that.
Correct.
Otherwise, if the dialogue was too old, I feel like people would have missed it.
Yes. And it would have felt like women wasn't talking like that back in the day because men would have beat them.
And I think it makes it really digestible to people who have not seen the Odyssey or read the Odyssey. So this movie gives it to you straight. I don't think I was confused by very much in this movie, even though the Odyssey has a lot of random crap going in. It's
600 pages.
It's easy to get a little lost.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought this was a good movie.
Agree. I echo a lot of same thoughts. This is indeed an epic. The poem is epic, and I feel like Christopher Nolan was probably the best person to do a current day Odyssey movie. Like, he's got all the fixings of knowing how to do large scale, and he don't play about his large scaleness.
I would have picked one other person.
Let me try to guess. Ooh, are they extremely popular?
Yes.
Oh, I know. Gareth Edwards.
No.
Oh.
It would have been good. I would have picked Peter Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's too easy, though.
Okay.
It's too easy.
Okay. The obvious choice.
I mean,
you're right.
He would have did it good, though.
You're right. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, that guy.
Like Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson, not Hobbit Peter Jackson.
Yes.
Prime Peter Jackson.
Yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yes.
Abso-freaking-lutely. But it is that scale of movie.
Yeah.
It is like a Lord of the Rings type, like.
Yeah. It fits.
Yeah. It fits. So even if you know what's next in this movie, because you either. So Jay's read the book. I watched a 25-minute summary.
I think I watched the Liam Neeson movie.
Okay.
Was Liam Neeson in the Odyssey?
So even if you don't know about the Odyssey, like you never had any engagement with it, Jay's right. The movie is written and paced in a way where you can still easily follow, even if you don't know who all these people are. But even if you have, the movie is engaging enough, and even though you know what's coming next, you are very interested in to see how they're gonna depict it. Because as we were watching the movie, we were kind of like, okay, I think this part is next. I'm very curious, like when we get to Cersei. You're like, okay, are they about to do these pigs? If they're about to do these pigs, I'm very curious of what this is going to look like. So I like all of that. Jay already said the acting in this is great. Everybody, like when you go to a Christopher Nolan movie, the actors be like, you got to bring like all of it or he probably going to kick you out of here. So that's how everybody acts. So acting was great. All the casting was great. I feel like out of the big time Hollywood directors that are like, everybody's like, oh my God, this is the filmmaker. I feel like Christopher Nolan might have the most diverse casting. Am I wrong in that? I could be wrong, but I'm trying to think of like another.
He has a lot of different types of people, but it is still mostly white.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, no, yes.
Yes.
This is
most diverse, and that is 10% instead of 0
for this type of movie, and where the time this takes place and where it takes place. I liked that.
Right.
I liked the diversity.
Because like Oppenheimer doesn't, but for obvious reasons.
Right.
But this does, because
you
like
can't prove it didn't happen. You can't prove it happened.
Boom. This is not a real story. This didn't happen. So he takes the liberty of casting like Kamesh Patel and Lupita and Travis Scott. So I like that aspect of it, because we're not just looking at a cast of like the movie Troy, a cast of white man. The whole time. So when you're black or person of color, you like seeing that on the screen. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was nice.
So that was good. Visuals are great. Costume is great. Sound design is great. There's really no notes for that.
Yeah.
There's no filler. This movie's almost 3 hours, and I don't think of anything I would have cut. And to be quite honest, I would have taken a longer cut.
I would have taken a longer cut, and I would have added more.
Yes. I would have sat through another 30, 45 minutes of this if he would have added the other stuff. I would have been like, I'm cool. I'm just going to not use the bathroom. I'm going to get real comfy. So I wanted more, which is interesting to say for a movie that's almost 3 hours long. There's no good spot for a bathroom break, by the way. You're welcome. So just make sure you take care of that before, because just don't get up, because you're going to miss something.
I want to pick something. There is no Liam Neeson Odyssey. I've only seen the Vanessa Williams one. The guy just looks like Liam Neeson. It was a TV movie. They made us watch it in school.
Oh,
we had to watch two. I only remember it because Vanessa Williams played Calypso.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Oh, Calypso is also from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Tiana.
Yeah. She could have worked for this too, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to Charlize Theron. She did good.
Yes, she did a good job.
She did a good job. Yeah. She did a good job. I like the slight difference of the ending. We'll get to that when we talk about that. But I like that Chris Nolan took some liberties to change up some small things. Like some things are completely not in this at all. Mm-hmm. You're like, where is that? And then some things you could tell he had to combine for pacing. But he did tweak the ending just a little bit, and I thought he was about to make me mad, but he didn't. So shout out to that.
Because I like the ending of the Odyssey, so I was hoping he wouldn't change it.
For 30 seconds, I was like, Christopher Nolan, don't piss me off.
Like, after all of this, you better give me the same ending.
Don't piss me off. And he did. So I'm glad. But he did tweak. He did some tweaking, but I was happy with that. Yeah. And I will watch this again. I almost wish we could go see it in Dolby. But I ain't know when I got the time.
I heard from somebody on Twitter who said they went to go see it in Dolby, and it was the cave sequences with the Cyclops was extremely loud. And I'm wondering what the ocean sequences were.
I might have to look that up.
Yeah.
I don't know when we don't have another 3-hour block of time to watch this, but I don't know. Yeah. Maybe.
I would say this is probably the best sound mixed Christopher
I could hear
Nolan film.
Everybody talking.
There was only one moment where I couldn't hear what somebody said.
Okay. Somebody's probably whispering or something.
Yeah, but any other Christopher Nolan movie?
When we saw the trailer in front of something, I was like, what?
So,
oh no,
this is the best sound mixer he's ever done.
John Bernthal maybe had a couple parts. I was like, what did he just say? But no, I could hear everybody. So thank you for turning up the ADR or whatever it is, so we can hear the actors talk in the movie.
Great job.
All right, anything else for non-spoilers?
That's all I got.
All right, so we are gonna spoil the Odyssey, y'all.
Yeah.
If you don't want to know how this movie and how the poem ended, stop. Go read it. Go watch it, whatever, and then come back.
Maybe they don't do the Odyssey in school anymore.
I didn't read it in school, and I'm older than you. Yeah,
you never read the Odyssey?
We did not read the Odyssey in school.
Wow,
which is right. Everybody's like, y'all didn't read it. I was like, no, I'm one of them, and I'm like a millennial, so I don't know. Maybe it's my school system. Oh. We did have different school systems.
I was really into Greek mythology because it had all the fantastical stuff like Zeus and stuff, and Clash of the Titans,
right?
And all of that.
And I feel like I got into that later in life.
No,
so maybe that's why. And then I just didn't read it. But if you don't know how the Odyssey ends and you don't want us to let you know, go watch the movie or read the book or watch a YouTube summary and come back because we're going to spoil in 3, 2, 1. So everybody and their mama in this movie, and we are now about to go through a cast list of everybody and their mama. However, we will hit the highlights and then we will do some honorable mentions if we want to. And that will be our character section of this review. So first up, we have Odysseus, played by Matt Damon. Great job. This almost makes me forget the Rip existed. I'm going to act like that's not even his filmography.
No, but it did remind me that I forgot until the third act. I was like, oh, that's right. What? Matt Damon was Jason Bourne. You had made a comment watching this movie. When we were about to get to the third act. You said it's about to get real John Wick here. And I was like, wait a minute. Before there was John Wick, there was Jason Bourne.
And he turned into Jason Bourne at the end of this movie.
I forgot he was Jason Bourne.
He does it well.
He does it well. Right back into it.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan made him grow his hair out because he, once again, Christopher Nolan, like, we're not doing fake beards.
Right.
I need a real one.
Yeah.
So he grew his hair out. He's got the look of like, because we were wondering, Jay was wondering, how are they going to show the years passing? So to give some context, I'm not going through the plot.
Right.
We are dropped off at the beginning of the movie, starts almost at the end of Odysseus'
his last stop.
Odysseus' journey. We are already at Calypso. He has already been at Calypso's spot
for 7
years. We're at the point where she is getting ready to basically let him remember everything. And the movie is told through him recalling his tales, trying to remember why he's on the island with Calypso.
So that's the one thing. That's one disappointing thing that I had. Not disappointing in the opening.
Yeah.
But in the original Odyssey. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that in this movie, I like Charlize Theron's Calypso.
Yes.
And I like the fact in this movie that they present her pretty much as like helping him.
Yeah.
At the end. I mean, you kind of know that she didn't do it. She's not all the way good because she kept him there for 7 years. Right, but I like that they depict her character as on the helpful side.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in the fact that, like you said, you could have taken more gods. In the original story, Calypso, Zeus had to force her to let him go. He had to send somebody down there to tell her.
Was it Athena, probably?
It was Hermes. And that's why I thought Elliot Page would be Hermes in this.
Got you.
In the original, he sends Hermes to tell Calypso, you have to let him go. And then Calypso has a big thing about how come the men get to do whatever they want, take as many wives, but the women, whenever the women gods do something, we have to give it up.
Yep.
I would have liked that.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
But I guess this picks up after. So I guess this picks up after she has already been forced to do it. And she's already agreed.
Maybe.
Agreed.
Maybe the Zeus has already done the talk. Like, girl,
you gotta let him go.
And she is basically. So they combine the fact that because Odysseus and his man in the original story, stop by an island, and the inhabitants of the island feed his men lotus flower that make them not want to go home. They combine that in this movie to where it's Calypso giving him the flower.
Right, by himself.
So he's been eating his flower. He's been kind of forgetting, and she's been kind of like, don't you want to stay? And he's like... because in the book, every night she realized he's like going to the shore and crying his eyes out because he's like, I don't need to be here. Like, I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
And she dropped a line when he was when she was like, you got to get on the boat, you got to go home. And she was like, Poseidon's going to be bad. And she had dropped a line that said, but Zeus is not going to let him kill you. And I was like, how would you know that? But it was like, she probably already talked.
Because Zeus was like, I ain't
he already came down here and was like, you got to let him go.
Listen, Poseidon pissed. Right. Okay, girl. And the longer you hold him here, the more pissed he get.
I have to hear about it.
Let him go.
Right.
So we can get out of here.
Right.
Move on to something else.
I was like, I wonder if she was already like, fine.
Go. Dingy little raft. So Matt Damon does a great job. They do a little, one thing, and this is not Matt Damon's fault. This is Christopher Nolan's fault, and I'm not saying it like in a bad way. I feel like they changed Odysseus' character a little bit because everybody talks about he's so smart, he's the smartest man on earth, blah blah. And obviously he did the Trojan horse thing, blah blah blah. But he does a couple things that like he a knucklehead, and I'm like, Odysseus, you're being a knucklehead right now. Snap out of it. So that was a little bit of but Matt Damon plays that part well. Like when it's time to be sassy, he's sassy. When it's time to be smart, he's smart. When it's time to be remorseful, he is. But they did change his characterization, I feel like, a little bit to make him more like, a knucklehead, right? For lack of a better word. And I didn't mind it, but it was different. Did you have anything for Odysseus?
I really liked Odysseus' character. The only thing I would have changed was and it's weird because I say I would have changed it, but I liked it in some moments of the movie, and I didn't like it in other aspects of the movie. And that was the Zeus's Law thing. The Zeus's Law wasn't a big thing in all the other depictions of the Odyssey before, but it's a real thing.
Heavy.
They really lay it on thick here.
They do.
I like the Zeus's Law stuff with all of the stuff happening back in Ithaca.
Okay.
And with Telemachus and with Penelope. The one thing I didn't like about this depiction of Odysseus is, like you said, he's always, they always talk about Odysseus being the smartest. And he tells his son, Telemachus says, my father told you can't always be the strongest, but you have to make sure you're just the smartest, what John Leguizamo's character says.
Yep.
And so we already know Odysseus is always popular for being smart in battle. Yep. I didn't like the fact that he always regretted the Trojan horse thing. And the only reason he regretted the Trojan horse thing is because of the Zeus's Law thing. The Zeus's Law was basically like him. The Zeus's Law was the whole reason Athena was in this whole movie. Like it was the crux of the whole movie. And it made it seem like he felt bad for what he did, which is fine. It's fine, but I didn't like that.
Yeah, so in this movie, Odysseus has a lot of regret about the Trojan War.
Right.
And that is pretty much because Calypso says there's a reason why you want to go home. Like logistically he can't go home. Right. But I guess mentally he's not ready to go home. And it's because he has all this regret about following Agamemnon's war. Like he's done that, and they committed a bunch of atrocities, taking down Troy, and now he feels guilty, and that's kind of mentally why he's not ready to go home. That was a little different because they mentioned Zeus's Law, and also Odysseus has a lot of points in the movie where he's like he wants to defy the gods. Like the guys say one thing, he's like, I'm not doing that. So it's like, are you following Zeus's Law, or are you kind of like, you guys get on my nerves? I don't care.
And then the shipmates tell him about how he shouldn't have did what he did to the Cyclops because of the gods. And he's like, well, we shouldn't listen to the gods. But then the crewmates are like, but you be talking to Athena all the time.
Right. So I guess that was a little contradictory.
I like the Zeus's Law stuff with Odysseus, with this story in Ithaca only, because it kept Ithaca, it kept everything in Ithaca and people in Ithaca like safe. And that kept it kept the people from Ithaca from rising up and basically taking over Penelope and Telemachus because everybody abided by this law. They was trying to do the law. And I like the whole superstition of a god could just be anybody in disguise.
Yes, that was nice.
Always how they're depicted. They always look like regular people. Yeah, like I think Liam Neeson or Ralph Fiennes like depicted themselves as like beggars. And
yes.
Yeah. So I like that.
It's always a beggar.
It's always a beggar.
It's always a beggar.
So.
All right. Anything else for Odysseus?
No.
Let's go to Penelope, which is played by Anne Hathaway. Great job.
Yeah.
No notes. They did her a little different as well. So in the poem, from what I understand, Telemachus is actually the one that's kind of rude and mean to Penelope, and Penelope is the one that's kind of more like docile. They flipped it. So Penelope be talking to Telemachus, her son, like, listen, I just want my husband. I don't want none of y'all. I don't want none of these suitors. And then she also kind of tells her son, like, I don't think you ready to be king either.
He's not.
So all these little ideas and things y'all coming up with, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I just want my husband back, and then I'll be at peace. But until then, get off my nerve.
Yeah.
So, but no, she did a great job of that, and I like that they feel like in doing that, they added to Penelope's role in this movie.
Yeah, I think she did a good job at that. I liked her monologue at the end where Telemachus comes back to her and says, oh, me and the Punisher came up with a plan for you. And she was like, oh, great. What's the plan? He said, you're going to pick one of these people. She said, that plan sucks.
Right.
So how about y'all go back to the drawing board and then come back to me when you have a better plan.
Right. Like, get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you.
I like the fact that when he was like, if you don't pick, they'll just become unruly. She was like, how about we lock? She said, here's a better plan. How about we lock the doors,
kill them,
and burn them all alive?
Kill them. He tells Batman later on, like, she wants to kill all of y'all.
He was like,
sit down.
He was like, this goes against her wish. She's like, actually, she wants to cook you. So that's her wish. So how about you leave us all alone?
Wants to burn you to a crisp. So go sit down.
Yeah.
So I like that gave Penelope more agency to voice her basically opinion of, y'all suck, this sucks, I want my husband back.
And she was right. She said in the very beginning, she said we should get on a boat and leave.
Full circle.
And look where we ended up.
Right. So when we first get Penelope and Odysseus together, she's like, let's just get the Trojan War is about to start. She's like, let's get out of here. Like, we don't need to, but they can't leave because Agamemnon is going to take Telemachus if they don't go.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, and in the poem, which I didn't know, I learned, is that Odysseus actually faked being crazy. So they wouldn't ask him to go to war. And then somebody tricked him to show that he wasn't crazy. And he was like, God dang it.
Yeah.
Guess I got to go. So they changed that a little bit to where...
They made him very loyal to Agamemnon from the very beginning.
They did, but I guess there was also the threat that he would take his son if he didn't go.
Agamemnon loved killing kids.
Because he killed his own.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Well depicted in the movie, though. Even that brief little scene, I was like, wait, what?
You got the gist of what was happening.
Yeah. Very quickly. So, but Anne Hathaway's Penelope, great casting.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we'll go to Telemachus, who was played by Spider-Man, a.k.a. Tom Holland. Great job here. He's this is a modern movie, it feels like. And the person who makes it most modern feeling is Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock. It doesn't feel old timey. It doesn't feel full period piece because Tom Holland, for some reason, is kind of like this fresh face prince. He
does feel very fresh in a very old world.
Yeah. It's very interesting. Like, he does great acting. He has one of my favorite scenes is of him. I'll save that to when we get to that section. But he's good in this, and people are like, oh my God, I didn't know Tom Holland can act. And I'm like, he does other things outside of Spider-Man.
He's an actor.
Right. Like, he's good as Spider-Man, but he's also been good in other things.
Yeah.
He's also good in this. Is this his best role ever? I feel like it's too soon to say that because the man's young and he's still acting.
Yeah.
But it is one of his better roles to date for sure. For sure. So I have no notes on him. He did a really good job in this.
I don't have any notes about it. He did a really good job playing a prince who's ill prepared to take over the throne but has no choice. Like, you literally can't not do anything.
Very true.
And and he does a very good job playing like the frustrated character who's frustrated with everybody telling him that he has to do nothing or he should do nothing.
When he goes to Sparta
I was happy
to meet with. Why you say you was happy?
Well, because usually I get upset when like younger people don't listen and they run off and do their own thing. But he was doing the right thing.
He did.
I was like, finally.
Because he leaves to go find word of his father. Now, I will say, Penelope must have done a heck of a job selling her husband to the son who didn't know that man. Because he was like, we waiting for dad. We waiting for dad. Like, I want dad to come back. Like, I want to find out what happened to my father.
Yeah.
But he technically didn't know that man because he left when he was a baby. So I'm like, great job, Mom. Because that man loves his son. I mean, loves his dad. He don't even have no recollection of that guy. So Tom Holland does a great job of portraying a boy who loves his father, but don't know that man.
I also like his scenes with Robert Pattinson. Him and Robert Pattinson have good like rival chemistry. I like the exchange where Robert Pattinson tells him, "You're pining after a father you don't know," and then Robert Pattinson goes, "I almost went to the war with your father, but he didn't choose me." And Tom was like, "Great, so it sounds like you don't know him either. So how about you stop telling me I don't know him?" I love that part.
Shut up.
He was like, "Oh, so it seems like we both know him the same amount."
Yeah,
so.
he is young. But he can go back and forth a little bit.
He does.
He can. He like, I ain't new to this.
Yeah.
Y'all been here for like 3 years, and I done learned some things because they be, they're mean to him or whatnot. But he hold his own a little bit.
Yeah.
So shout out to Telemachus for that. And then next I will name, because he was in this movie way more than I thought he would. Himesh Patel plays a character called Eurylochus. Mm-hmm. He is Odysseus' brother-in-law as well. Mm-hmm. So he's basically his second in command. And he is the one who tries to keep Odysseus from being a knucklehead. It don't always work. At one point when they leave Odysseus behind, like, you got to stay on shore, because every time you come on shore, something happens.
Yeah.
And something happens anyway.
They make worse decisions.
They make worse decisions without him. So it's like, y'all just a ragtag crew of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was very good in this. I like Himesh Patel. He was in Tenet. He's going to be in the X-Files.
Yep.
But I liked his character because he was trying really hard to be on Odysseus' side, and he was trying to get him to like think straight, and he also wanted to get the man home, but at the very end he like, I can't take it. Like, I can't do it no more. And you understand, but you also like, you about to die.
It was sad because they did a good job at casting a lot of his shipmates and soldiers, but you knew they were all gonna go.
You knew they were gonna make it.
So
and we just kind of like, how is this about to play out?
Because like, which one do you go where?
Right. We know this not going to pan out. So the exchanges between him and Odysseus were really good. We knew he was going to get it. So it was just a moment of waiting for it. But Himesh Patel, 10 out of 10. No notes. All right. Let's do some honorable mentions because there's other people in this. I will mention Lupita. She has dual roles in this. She plays Hela Troy and her twin sisters, whose name I'm going to jack up.
Clytemnestra.
She did great in this role. She's in this movie for maybe 5 minutes. Maybe. Something they changed a little bit about Helena Troy is that she apologizes to Telemachus before he goes home. So I wasn't expecting that. She was like, tell your mama I'm sorry.
And then she didn't have a twin, apparently.
And she didn't have a twin in the original.
Yeah, because we talked about how that would be weird. How the face that lost her 1,000 ships had a duplicate.
Had a clone. So I don't know why they made her a twin, but shout out to Lupita for playing dual roles.
It does mess up the story a little bit. Yeah, it does.
Because they don't change anything about Helena Troy being the most beautiful person ever created, and the fact that she is the reason why the Trojan War happened. But they do make her sister a twin, and it looked just like Lupita.
And then Menelaus John Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher.
Goes on to talk about, that's Helen of Troy. The face, he shows her face, and her face is scarred up.
It's disfigured somehow.
He even mentions it. But then I'm like, but her twin
is over there with no scarred face.
Right.
What's going on? So she did great. I'm not sure why they made that creative decision. And I don't know who scarred her face, whether it was the Punisher or they don't explicitly say.
Yeah.
But her face is scarred, and they hid that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Y'all fooled us because her face is messed up. So shout out to her. We didn't talk about Circe.
No.
Great.
Just a great scene.
She probably had one of the best scenes in the whole movie. She does turn the men into pigs.
She does.
Like on screen. Like they don't like cut away. Like we physically see some of the men, and then she turns them back.
Yeah.
Also, so they did that great.
Hopefully people watch more horror now. I feel like the Cersei
scene... It was a little body-horror.
I feel like the Cersei scene blew people out of the water because they're like, oh, it's the greatest depiction of horror I've ever seen. But like, horror does this all the time. You should watch more.
Yeah, and it is like a horror movie, but it's quick. It's not super... It's not
unwatchable scary.
It's not gory.
Yeah.
Like, it looks nasty, but it's not like blood and guts.
It's haunting more than like terrifying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So she did great. Elliot Page is Sinon. Also great. Elliot Page's character Sinon gets it at the beginning of the movie, and I was like, "Is that it?"
So I looked it up. Apparently, Sinon didn't reach adulthood until they got to Troy. So he literally grew up to die.
So they take Sinon because there's a lottery for people to go to Troy with Odysseus. Sinon ends up getting sent as a child, and he ends up getting sacrificed basically for the Trojans to take the horse. But he comes back, and when we get to Hades, we get to see Sinon again. So he drops off. He picks up and drops off in the movie quite a bit. But Elliot Page did great. I like that character. And
did we talk about Zendaya?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Athena. Zendaya did great.
Yeah, I liked Zendaya's character. She had a very small role
Not
that
very
popped up,
large.
but it had a very, very good payoff at the end of the movie, which I think was very, very good.
Kinda like,
how they lined that up.
Yes, which we will get to. Let's save it for the ending.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. But kind of like Sinon, Athena pops in and out. And you know she's important to the story, but how they do that how they piece it all together at the end was pretty good.
Yeah.
Anybody else we want to mention?
That's all I got.
John Leguizamo, great.
Oh, yes. I'll mention one last person.
Probably one of John Leguizamo's best performances, I would say, in this. Probably.
Yeah.
He was his character at the end. He really like pushed it to the limit. So I appreciate that.
I felt bad the scene when Odysseus finally gets back and he tells John Leguizamo's character Odysseus is coming back, and John Leguizamo breaks down. He's like, please don't give me any more hope.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of like when Natasha told Clint they could save his family.
Don't give me
hope. He's like, no more hope.
Yeah, because at this point,
that was good.
They've broken John Leguizamo's character down.
Yeah.
Like, they done like burned his dogs in his hall. Like, they treat that man like trash.
And he's been so loyal to Odysseus for so long. At this point, he doesn't want to hear any more about Odysseus.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Telemachus says he beats up people who tells lies.
Yeah.
About Odysseus being alive and returning.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did great. And who did you want to miss him?
Ryan Hurst plays Mentor.
Why they have to kill Mentor? I liked his character. He's basically the mentor to Telemachus.
Yeah.
And he don't make it to the end because he gets jacked up by the suitors.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang it, Mentor, I liked you. Oh, and then we didn't mention Robert Pattinson, who plays, how you say his name? How you say Robert Pattinson's character's name?
Oh, Robert Pattinson's character's name is Antinous.
Mm-hmm. Robert Pattinson does great in villain roles. This doesn't change any. He at the end he turns into a coward. I mean, he's a coward the whole movie, but he don't fight. He basically tells everybody else to fight and how to fight. And it's like, please die. And he dies in a good way.
He does.
Although in the book it's more gory. They like chop him to pieces and hang him or something. They didn't do that in this one. He just gets stabbed.
Have you ever seen Casino?
Heck yeah.
Robert Pattinson's Antinous, who Pattinson described as sleazy and likened to James Woods' character Lester Diamond from the 1995 film Casino.
Okay, I could see that.
Would you see that? I haven't seen Casino.
Casino is a classic. It's probably one of my favorite Robert De Niro movies. Yes, Sharon Stone is also in that. Yeah. Casino is like a cult classic.
So he likened his character to James Woods' character.
Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. All right, anybody else? Oh, and the last but not least, Agamemnon, who's played by Benny Safdie, he don't say nothing.
He speaks.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
After he's dead.
Yeah. He talks in Hades.
He's talking Hades. Okay, while he's alive, we don't hear nothing from that man.
I like his Hades scene.
He looks like Thanos. Mm-hmm. Okay, he got on this bomb gear. Mm-hmm. He don't say nothing. People just fight for him, and they open the doors. He got a bunch of men behind him. He's just standing there like, "Go fight y'all." And then
I don't care how goofy it looks. I love the Tsar, bro.
I love the with the braid with the bust down ponytail. Agamemnon was looking fly. Great. Terrible character. He's a horrible person.
He looked great.
Threw his own kid off the rivers for some wind. But great he looked costuming.
Like a Dragon Knight from Final Fantasy or something. He looked great.
That costume.
It was shiny.
Oscar.
He had not a scratch on it.
He need an Oscar for this costume.
Dirt.
Nothing.
It was amazing.
Glistening.
It was so out of place. I loved it.
And he was the only one dressed like that, which made it even better.
And he walked so slow. He's so big.
And he just be walking like, y'all go fight over there. Y'all go fight over there.
Cloak that was probably heavy as crap.
But he wasn't fighting any good. He's just like, I'm just here to look good.
He was there for the looks.
Now, when he gets to Hades, though, that's when Odysseus is like, what you doing here?
He kept it on, too.
But he was floating, okay?
Yeah.
He graduated from walking to floating when he was in Hades. And that's when we found out that when he went home, his wife, Helena Troy's sister, killed him because she was mad that she threw their daughter off the bridge.
Yeah, apparently sacrificing your kid to Poseidon brings you good fortune prior to war.
Yeah.
So he threw her into the ocean.
It technically worked because they did win. But the wife wasn't too happy. So when he came home, her and her new man killed that man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when
I liked his monologue.
I did like his monologue.
He said, when you go home, don't expect warm welcome. He said, actually, look around first.
Yeah. He
Take
said,
stock.
go in disguise.
He said, go in disguise.
Yeah. He said, don't show up in glory.
Wisdom.
He was right. Because he was dead. He learned. He was like,
pay it forward.
It don't even matter what you got on, bro. You can look fly as all get out. They will kill you.
Ask around first.
Right. Whispers.
Right.
Come in as a whisper, not a roar.
Right.
Essentially. But Agamemnon's outfit was definitely a highlight. It was great of this movie. I hope I
see it at Comic-Con.
Listen,
like you could 3D print that whole thing.
But you gotta have a ponytail. If you're not gonna do the ponytail, it has to be gold with the spine, the spine bones.
Yeah,
don't bother.
It's gotta be.
Go big or go home.
Great,
literally
loved it.
Best looking outfit of the whole movie. Terrible.
No notes.
Terrible character.
No notes.
No notes outside of that.
He didn't do a single thing.
He didn't say nothing while he was alive. Nothing. Like Odysseus comes, he bows, and Agamemnon just turns around. It was like he ain't gonna say hi.
Big as a Buick.
Good morning, welcome. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Nothing. He just turns around and keeps going.
Fun.
All right. Anybody else we want to mention?
That's all I got.
All right. What do we have next? Likes and dislikes. I'll shoot through my likes real quick. I don't have no dislikes. Well, actually, I might have some. Okay. Story structure and pacing. So I like that we started at the end and how we kind of flip back and forth. Not confusing at all. Easy to follow. So I like that he changed it up. It's not just straightforward chronologically. I like the choice of modern English. Easy to follow. If you, like Jay said, if you haven't seen it, don't worry. Or if you haven't read the movie or read the poem, don't worry about it. The way they talk is like today. So you're good there. I like them showing us inside of the Trojan horse. Ugh. Disgusting. Gross. But I like that they showed us because
I wouldn't have made it.
I would have died. Actually, people did die. They had 2 dead bodies.
Actually would have gotten rid of myself before I would have went the way they would.
2 dead bodies before they even started making their way to Troy because people drowned and they was like, we just had to leave them
drowning there. And peeing poop water.
Peeing, ain't eat. I don't know how they even ate.
They didn't.
Yuck. Anyway, I like. We've never seen that before, so shout out to Christopher Nolan for adding that little tidbit. I'll get to the ending about Athena, so I won't say that now. I like the slight change of the ending, and it has some jokes.
It did.
They sprinkled some humor.
I like the part where they ate the cow in the darkness in the pit. And he said, you thought Zeus wouldn't see you eat this cow if you did it at night?
Right.
Hole.
Oh, and then when Cersei was like, Odysseus was like, why are you turning into a crow? She was like, we have a better relationship that way.
We get along better this way.
I was like, this is not a joke they would tell back then. But this is funny now. And I appreciate that.
So I laughed when she turned it back into human. She said, back into your disguises. I was like, oh, she's funny.
Ooh.
She's funny.
Singer. That was all man. And she turned him into pigs. That was fun. That was a nice touch. Do you have any likes?
Likes, I like the way it was shot. I like the story flow. Basically, Odysseus narrates the story through getting his memories back from Calypso.
Yep. I like that a lot.
I like that. I like the costuming. It wasn't historically accurate. Like, they didn't all have shoes, but I liked Telemachus' sandals.
Listen, Agamemnon's outfit. I don't care what time period.
I liked Penelope's blue dress at the end when she had the bow.
That was a good scene, how they framed that. I like that.
I liked, her reveal of the bow.
Telemachus' outfit at the end was nice, too. His armor that he had on. Coming back from
Telemachus's. Oh, yes,
coming back from Sparta. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. What else? I like the fact that he touched on all the fantastical parts of it, and I like that it all looked very good visually. Yes. And I like the score.
Score was. I want to go back to see it because I feel I was so focused on the story that I missed some of the score.
I noticed the score because you could tell they did a really good job with build up. Like way before something bad would happen, the music would start. Yeah. And you're just kind of waiting for a really long time for the thing to happen to actually match the score that's playing.
That happened at the final scene at the very end where the tempo speeds up and it's sped up for like a minute. I was like, where is the end?
It kept going.
My heart's racing.
I'm at the edge of my seat.
It's the top of the sound.
So they did a very good job with the score. Yeah. I especially like the score when they went to Hades.
Yes, the whole Hades scenes was
the 808 bass that came in when they went to Hades.
I see, and that's why I like that this movie had that modern kind of feel because we wouldn't have got that if they like made it like super period PC. Yeah. So and no,
Travis Scott's part was super small.
It was, but he had his knotless in or whatnot.
He did. It was the very first face that you saw.
Yeah, we see him again later on before the end.
Yes.
Yeah. So shout out to him for that.
Yeah.
Any dislikes?
Dislikes are just some of the things that were cut from some of the stops. So the Cyclops doesn't have to be charismatic, but they do talk.
They do talk. We missed the nothing joke.
Yeah. So for as long as we were there, we were with the Cyclops for a long amount of time. Long enough. I wouldn't have made it any longer, but I would have done something more in that time frame, like had conversation with Cyclops or something. Cyclops doesn't talk. It barely acknowledges that they're in there outside of just eating the guys.
They realize he can talk, but they don't talk to him.
Off screen, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, and because they're like, oh, should have talked to him? And Odysseus was like, too late for that.
So they leave the way that they leave in the story. They sneak out with the sheep.
Right.
And except for Odysseus gloating and announcing who he is upon their escape, Odysseus just shoots him in the face with an arrow.
Again.
And then the troll chases them all the way down to the beach.
Right.
And then once they're on the ship and they've escaped, the shipmates tell him that
you done messed up.
That was Poseidon's son that you blinded.
Right.
And they were like, oh, how did you know that? It's because we heard him calling out to him in his sleep. It was like, we should have seen that.
Yeah, or heard it. It should have been distinct.
You casted an actor for this role.
Yeah, so that was weird. Mm-hmm. That was weird. And you kind of feel for Cyclops because, like, he's just chilling by himself.
Yeah, you feel for Cyclops in the original story. So I do like that they kept that.
Yeah, because it's like he was chilling.
He was fine.
Y'all was fine. He was fine.
And people were like, oh, but he was eating people. It's like, but that's what he eats. And
lion eats.
And one of my notes were, they told you not to go that way. The very first town that you stopped at, when they all burned their village and ran, they said, don't go that way.
Hamish Patel, when they leave Troy, Hamish Patel's like, why are we not follow Agamemnon's people? Mm-hmm. And Odysseus like, I'm tired of following him. Like, I've been following him for 10 years too long. And it's like, but they going the right way. They made it home.
Yeah.
They made it. Now, he died when he got there. That's something different. But they made it.
Years prior.
Right. So, and that was the big thing with Penelope was like, everybody else has made it.
Yeah.
Where's Odysseus at? So, yeah, those are fair dislikes.
The other scene that I would have liked more with, the Cersei scene the Cersei stuff could have been longer.
Okay.
Because they were on Cersei's island for like a year.
They were, and he had a kid. Kid is not in this, by the way.
None of the kids are in it.
Nope, just the one.
So just like some more time at some of the stops. I realized it would have made the movie longer.
I would have been okay with that.
I would have been fine with it because what I was seeing, I wasn't enjoying.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much. So I echo your dislike. He should have put all of it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
He should have put all of it in.
More siren stuff.
If that made the sirens scene was great, but it's literally 2 or 3 minutes.
We literally drive by.
Yeah, like Matt Damon. Odysseus, they tie him up to the ship so he can hear, and he has a very visceral reaction to it that's not pleasant.
Yeah.
One person does jump off and swim to his death.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like we don't get more of that. We miss some stops. In the movie, we go from Calypso to Ithaca. In the poem, there's a stop in between there.
Yeah.
We don't even go there. They just skip all that altogether.
I would have liked to see more Scylla and Charybdis. We only see Scylla's tentacles.
Yes.
But Scylla's a whole person. I would have liked to see, like, Scylla.
Yeah, it's crazy because this movie is long, and I wouldn't cut anything, but it's still so much missing.
And Charybdis is a sea monster, but we only saw the whirlpool.
Right, we did.
So I would have liked to see. I mean, he went there. Like, I can't say he didn't go there because
it's in there.
He had the Scylla grabbing the people off the boat, but
we was counting.
Didn't go as far.
We was counting. Now we counted 8 people.
It was more than 6.
Supposed to be 6, and I'm
so
like,
the prophecy was a little off.
He got a little greedy.
Yeah,
he got a little too greedy. But no, and that was great because Odysseus knew. He was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get them to go this way because the other way we all gonna die.
Yeah,
and they quickly realized that he knew, and he was not happy about it. Yeah. So it was always tension. And then only dislikes I'll add was a Mentor dying.
Oh,
I didn't like that. I really liked Mentor. For some reason, I was very attached to him. But then when he died, I was like, God dang it.
He was the only good person. Almost the only capable person on
he was the only
side.
Right. Only person, like his, Penelope had her thing going on. And then John Leguizamo's character, he blind. Like, he can't really do much. And they treated him like trash. Mentor seemed the only person left that he had.
But at least as soon as he died, he got his dad back. Like, immediately. In the same scene.
But
you got a new mentor.
Still, Mentor was dead. I know. Mentor was dead.
He said he wasn't alone.
Fine. But Mentor was gone.
Yeah, I'm sad.
All right. And then let's see. Let's now do the ending. So the movie ends very similar to the poem.
The same, but different.
So one thing we didn't talk about that we both mentioned already was Athena. So Athena still guides Odysseus through the story like normal. When we get to one pivotal scene of the movie where Odysseus as the beggar, so she does not transform him into a beggar. He just wears a cloak like he a Jedi.
She leaves him a shawl, which was interesting.
Yeah, so he can cover up because he's learned right from Agamemnon. Don't be just showing up like, hey guys, I'm here.
Right.
So he shows up as a beggar in a cloak. And he's telling the story to Penelope because he tells Penelope Odysseus is alive. He's just not coming home because he's feeling guilty.
Right.
And then we get the backstory of why he feels that way, because when they went to Troy, Odysseus was like, I actually unleashed 10 years of rage upon these people.
Yeah.
Like when we go fall. And they in the poem, or back in those days, like they took those women and made them slaves and did all types of crap to them. Mm-hmm. And this, when they killed everybody, they killed the women, the kids, they burnt all the temples and whatnot. And one of the women that they beheaded was Zendaya. I mean, she wasn't obviously Zendaya, mm-hmm. but Zendaya plays a character that they beheaded. And we don't see her head get chopped off. We see them chop off the head of Athena.
Yes.
A statue mm-hmm. of Athena. So throughout the story, the reason why Athena looks like Zendaya is because in Odysseus' mind, that's how
he's seeing the girl he beheaded.
He's seeing the girl that they beheaded. Mm-hmm. Now, some people are trying to say Athena was never there. It's all in his mind. I'm like, you're pushing
Athena
it.
was never there.
They're trying to say Athena wasn't even in the movie. And I'm like,
why would that be far-fetched? I mean,
Athena's in the story.
Scylla. Yeah. Cersei. It wouldn't be far-fetched to be like, Athena's here.
Right.
Like, there are so many things happening.
Right. So, yes, I don't think that Athena was in his mind. I think Athena was there, but she took the form of Zendaya because that was the person that he, not to say felt most guilty for, but that was, they chopped her head off literally in front of him.
And the way everybody talks, it seems like he may not be the only person who has ever seen a god. It seems like everybody has not everybody, but it seems like it's common because people expect Zeus's law. Zeus's law was made off the precedent that you could run into a god.
Right. And Odysseus says often, like, why do you guys not speak in a way we understand? So people will obviously talk to gods. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
And
right.
On a day-to-day thing. So that kind of leads Penelope to be like, okay, I gotta do something. Like, Odysseus is alive, but he's not coming, or whenever he is come, like, it might be too late. So she does the trial, like in the poem, with the bow and the axe.
I love that scene.
Scene was great because it plays out in the poem. Everybody goes. Robert Pattinson character doesn't even try.
No, because he knows. As soon as she brings the bow out, he's like, great.
Goddamn bow. So he don't even try. So our beggar, who been sitting in the back, like, let me try. And everybody's like laughing at him, whatnot. We all know the story. He does his thing. Now, one thing the movie does really well is that when Odysseus does his bow, he like plucks it and it makes a particular sound. And it's like, it's Ludwig. So he makes like the most gargantuan, beautiful sounding bow clanking noise you could ever hear. And he does that. And Penelope turned around like, hold up.
Only one man does that.
That's my man. So he does the thing. He shoots the arrow.
Quickly, too. He didn't even have to like line it. I thought we were going to be like a big dramatic lineup. He just pew and fire
I feel
from
like
the
he
hip.
fakes it at first. It's like he fakes struggles to string it. And then Penelope's like, okay, this, because everybody's failed, right? She's like,
about to build up.
She like, I'm about to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. He strings it, and then he does the bow. He does the sound, then he does the bow. So everybody realizes Odysseus is back. They do the fighting. They kill everybody that's in there, and who they don't kill is the ones that like give up.
Right.
And instead of that just being the end, Christopher Nolan plays a trick on us because throughout the fighting, Odysseus gets shot with a couple arrows. So Penelope and Odysseus had a meeting or whatever, and we like, oh, they're about to be together. Then he falls down like he about to die, and I was like, don't.
I would have been so mad.
Don't you freaking dare.
She waited for 20 years.
Sir Christopher Nolan.
And you come home and die.
She says that.
She does.
She like, no.
She says, not now.
You're not about to die on me today.
Right.
And now. Then the scene cuts, and I'm like, oh, God.
You think it's a funeral.
And Tom Holland, Telemachus, and Penelope are walking towards a boat. And I'm like, is this about to be...
She's bawling.
And she crying. And I'm like, is this about to be a funeral boat? Because
I'm about popcorn.
I'm about to go off. But it's not. It's a boat because, full circle moment, Penelope in the beginning tells Odysseus, let's just leave on the boat, go off to the shore where chasing the sunset. And that's exactly what they do. So since Odysseus has killed all them people, he going to exile. Penelope go with him. They make Telemachus king. And there's one thing that Simenon tells Odysseus in Hades, like, when you get back home, you need to
go to the west.
Go to the west, the undying land. No,
first light at dawn. Look to the east.
He needs to go pay respects to all the people that done died, right? That they've not been able to properly burial since they've been on this trip and since the war and all of that. So he keeps that promise. They go off, but they also are going off to exile to live in peace because, you know, Telemachus is king. All the suitors that were trying to wreak havoc are gone.
The families might come back if he's still there.
Right. So and that's how kind of in the poem, the families try to fight and Athena show up like, we're done.
Like it's over, the movie's over.
Cut.
The journey is over.
The journey is over.
20 years.
He killed y'all. Like,
right,
we're
over.
done.
Deserved.
In the movie, they get to ride off in peace on the boat, fulfilling a promise that they gave that Odysseus gave back in Hades, and Telemachus becomes king.
Right.
So, happy ending.
Yeah.
Thankfully, because I was about to be hot. I
almost thought Telemachus was going to go because he gets stabbed.
He does get stabbed. I would have been mad at that too.
Yeah.
He kept the story ending pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't. So I appreciate him for not trying to tinker too much with that ending. All right, let's go to favorite line or scene. Which one was your fave?
Favorite scene. Ooh. There were way too many lines for me to have a favorite line.
It's a lot of scenes too.
It's a lot of scenes.
I can go first.
You go first.
My favorite scene would be where Telemachus learns that the baker is Odysseus.
That was good about the dog.
So Odysseus comes back. Argo, the dog, has been sitting in a pile of poop because the dog is 20 years old. And my bone to pick with Penelope is the fact that she ain't look after that dog, but that's a totally different topic and a totally different podcast. But nobody's been taking care of this dog, right? Yeah. So Argo's just sitting. I think the dog's name is Argo. The dog's just sitting, dying, okay, wasting away. And in the poem, apparently, he's in a very worse condition. So I appreciate them not doing that on screen. Anyway, he shows up. And Odysseus immediately recognizes him. The dog recognizes Odysseus. They have a little moment where the dog is like, okay, he made it back. I can die in peace now. And Telemachus notices because the dog wags his tail. And Telemachus is like, hold up. You ain't no regular beggar.
Yeah.
I know who you is. You's my daddy. So they have a really good moment. And Odysseus basically tells Telemachus like, no, I'm a beggar.
Yeah.
You know, trying to just help out. And, you know, but they obviously know who each other are. Telemachus' eyes like water up. He's like, welcome home, beggar. So yeah,
it was good because he was like, you should. When the dog died, he was like, you should bury him up on the hill. And he was like, oh yeah, where y'all met?
Yeah. Telemachus was like,
it was funny.
That dog don't wag no tail for nobody.
Funny.
I know who you are, Dad. I know it's you. So that was probably lots of good scenes, but that was probably my favorite.
Mine would probably be the Trojan horse invasion. I love Sword and Shield War. They did it. That was all the Sword and Shield War we got in this movie, really.
Pretty much.
I loved the way it played out. It was I don't know if all of it was a one shot, but a lot of it was continuous single shots of following Matt Damon sneak out the horse, kill people, walk all the way through the village, get to the gate, send the signal to the people waiting. I love that they were waiting out in the darkness. That was good.
Darth Vader.
He was in the perfect fit.
I was here.
Yeah, he was in the perfect fit for it. I love that he dropped the lantern in the darkness. You could see the soldiers who were hiding. And then when they finally get in, I loved when they finally get in, you just follow Matt Damon all the way up to the statue of Athena.
Good scene.
That was a good scene.
That was a good scene.
And it was shot and it was dark. It was good.
I know that Trojan horse. He was like, I know as soon as they opened up that Trojan horse, somebody should have been like, whoo! Yeah. What is that smell?
As soon as the belly opened,
what is that?
The wafting of death and
somebody
poo
go check that out.
Flowing out of this horse.
It's stinking up in here.
It's crazy.
That should have been the tail.
That would have cleared out the town.
Okay, that's how they would have died.
I don't know how they snuck up on anybody smelling like that. But.
Child, I know their bodies was reeking.
Gross.
Reeking. So yeah, a lot of good scenes in this movie, but yes,
I like the scene where he's getting his feet washed and the old lady sees the scar. That was good. They had a lot of really good payoff moments from earlier in the movie.
So the scene Jay is talking about is earlier in the movie, Odysseus gets hit with an arrow, and his nurse, I'll just call her a nurse, helps him out, and they talk, they having a casual conversation, but he has a scar on his foot, right, from the arrow. So when he comes back as a beggar,
20 years later,
Penelope says, oh, we'll wash your feet. Zeus's law. We treat people like we want to be treated. So the lady comes up and starts washing the beggar's feet, and she notices a scar, and she drops the bowl
immediately.
like, what the heck? And Odysseus is like,
And she locks in.
No, right. And she don't scream or holler. She just be like,
just go get more water.
I need to get some more agua. Oh, there sees his back, y'all. There sees his back.
You know, she ran around the corner telling all the men.
We free.
Screaming.
He's free, y'all. It's about to go. That. She's probably like, shush, hush in the kitchen.
Right.
Because they about to kill everybody. That was a good scene.
A lot of good payoff moments.
That was also a good scene as well. Random notes.
Another stop or two won't kill us. That is that's
famous last words.
See you in a minute.
Oh yeah, because the people die.
He made a lot of horrible decisions. I mean,
just a knucklehead.
Taking 2 unnecessary stops for no reason. They could have just followed Agamemnon's ship and took his path. Shooting the Cyclops on the way out was dumb.
Yeah. And then they burnt that village, and the people told them, "Don't go that way."
Burning the village, and the people telling them, "Don't go that way." Yeah. Well, and the whole point of the Hibish Patel's character, Eureka's being like, "Why did y'all run when y'all saw us coming? Men from boats." In soldier garbs on a Tuesday. We don't know what y'all here for. So we ran.
And then they burnt them. So it's kind of like, it was sad that his people, like his crewmen, kept getting killed, but they weren't necessarily all good.
No, they weren't. And and I love the fact that Cersei basically tells them, you can't save them from who they are. Yeah. You can do your best, but you won't. Because
Athena says that too.
Yeah. She was like, they'll make their own decisions. That's why they die.
Yeah.
Not because of you not doing enough for them.
You still a knucklehead, but yeah.
You got your own fate.
Right.
I like the inclusion of the people from the sea. The people from the sea are real. They have nothing to do with Greek mythology. Well, kind of. Okay. So they have nothing to do with Odysseus.
Gotcha.
The people from the sea were like raiders who hit like Egypt. They like went to war with Egypt really badly. But I like the fact that he took something that was real and kind of put it in this movie. In a different story. That's kind of like a misdirect. Because they use the people from the sea.
Penelope is very worried about these people.
Odysseus uses the rumor to his advantage by making it seem like he's one of the people from the sea.
Right. And Penelope's like, oh God, y'all here.
Yeah. Like, and Penelope hears rumors, and Telemachus goes, and then Punisher tells him about him hearing about the people from the sea. So I like the fact that the people from the sea is a real thing that's actually happening in the world. It has nothing to do with Odysseus. Right. But they like think it's related. I like that. Another random notes, they have a lot of audacity in ancient Greece. Just walk up in people's cribs and expect hospitality, but that's that Zeus's law thing. Yep. They really hammered Zeus's law in thick.
It was, it said at least 10 times.
Good old Chris Nolan sound mixing. This is when I was trying to figure out what the Cyclops was wailing in the cave.
He's just wailing.
Because of the echoes and the sound.
I don't know if we were supposed to say.
Somebody will tell us.
Yeah, maybe.
Drowning in pee and poop. Awful.
Terrible. And the Punisher said it happened like before they even started moving. I was like, so y'all had 2 dead bodies in there the whole time?
Yeah, before their gift was discovered, before Troy came to get their gift, they died in that horse.
Waiting for the gift to get picked up. Because they had to build it too. Right. And poor Simon didn't even know they was in there. And that's why he was mad.
How did he miss that?
Well, they didn't tell him because they thought that he might accidentally slip up when the Trojans came.
But where was he?
I don't know.
Where was he when they all got in?
They've been there a long time. Who knows?
Interesting.
Who knows? Poor Simon.
I thought that was weird. I was like, but you ain't see them climbing there. Where you think they all went?
Simon was mad in Hades. He was like, y'all tricked me.
He was,
And then I got hoodwinked to be in here.
Yeah.
And then I died.
So yeah, that sucked. He had a rough go of it.
He did.
Agamemnon looks like Thanos.
Yeah.
They always wait just long enough to have to run back to the boat.
Yes.
And every
scene they leave, they never leave quietly. It's always a hustle.
Yeah.
It's got to go, and everybody, half of them down the way.
Right. And it takes forever to undock.
It does.
And set sail because you're beached. So
they lost 2 ships.
Yeah, on Cannibal Island. They lost 2 ships.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And well, you know what? Now that you think about it, I'm glad they didn't do Cannibal Island. I don't want to see them eat people. I got enough of seeing the Cyclops eat people.
He was chomping.
Like and you could hear it. And you could see like the pieces falling off.
Like popcorn.
And falling out his mouth.
Sunflower seeds. They should have showed up.
My last note is this is what it's like to work with a stupid boss. This is when he asked to be tied to the mast to drive past the sirens. And Eurylochus was like, you're dumb. Don't do that. That's awful. And then he regretted it.
He did because they asked him what it was like, and he's like, I shouldn't
have did it.
He said it's like all of the things you wish you did that you never got to do. Mm-hmm. Like the song tells you basically you're a failure.
Yeah.
And that you don't want to go home.
Right.
So if he would have because he's tied up so he can't get loose, they all would have jumped off.
Yeah.
I thought what was going to happen is he was going to love the song and they were going to be so enticed of the happiness on his face that they were going to take the wax out of their ears. Yeah. But no, he looks like he in pain.
Yeah.
It sucks for him. It sucks real bad. All right. So that is it for our random notes because I didn't really have any. I think I covered everything. Yeah. Let's get into our rating. So out of 5 Nicole Kidmans or 5 Trojan horses, how many are you giving the Odyssey?
I would give this 4.5 Trojan horses.
Agree.
I would only remove a 0.5 because of the cut content from some of the fantastical pit stops. I would have liked to see the sea monster come out or at least emerge. It didn't emerge in the original story, I know, but it's 2026. I would have liked to see at least teeth.
Okay.
Tentacles.
Fair enough. He had a budget.
Yeah. But other than that, I thought it was good. I thought the Cersei section was good, but it was short.
Everything felt a little short, except the final battle. And maybe that's on purpose, right? Save all the
third
juicy
act was
bits.
Great.
For the final battle, because we fighting for a while, and Ludwig's score during that, I was like, my heart is ready for this.
My heart can't go on. I can't take it.
It was just it was a lot. It was the opposite of the Furious, where the fight is like 20 minutes and you're like, please let this be over. This one, I wanted it to end, but the music was stressing me out in like a good way.
Yeah,
that's a good score. That's a good movie.
Yeah, great third act. Once he got to Ithaca, it really it already ramped up, but it really ramped up because we had been waiting the whole movie for him and Telemachus to get together, and once they did, it actually had a good payoff.
It did.
Yeah,
we got a great payoff.
Yeah,
I would also give it a 4.5, kind of for the same reasons. I wish some of the scenes were longer, and that just would have made it more epic if we would have got either, if you're not going to include those scenes, make the other scenes a little longer. And to make the movie longer, I would have been okay with that.
I would have sat there longer.
Because they did a great job with pacing and editing this.
I mean, we didn't go see this at IMAX, so we were comfortable in our reclining seats.
Heck yeah.
Everybody else had to sit in those folded chairs at IMAX, so I could have sat there longer.
Right.
I was comfortable.
And Dolby got reclining too, so either one.
My leather seats were great.
We don't do IMAX around these parts, at least not Columbus, Ohio. So 4.5 out of both of us. One of Nolan's best movies, I would say. I would definitely watch this again. And if possible, if there's time allows, I would watch this in Dolby.
Yeah.
Before it leaves the screens.
Absolutely.
All right, so that is our review for The Odyssey. What are we watching next week?
We are doing another section of the X-Men 97 episodes. This will be episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's the middle third.
Yeah.
It's still good. I am one episode behind, but that's okay.
Cheers.
Because y'all said it was filler.
I think it was filler.
But it's still good though, right?
It's still good.
Okay.
You will like it. It does it's an Aliens homage episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So you will like it.
All right. So yes, we will do the middle section of that. The news section might be a little weird for next episode because we will be recording on Wednesday because we go to Comic-Con next Thursday.
Yep.
Woohoo! All right.
Nice.
That's it. So thanks for listening. If you like our show, please give it a share. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts on our website, vaguelynerdypodcast.com. You can leave us a review or a voice message. We will play on the show if it's nice. You can follow us on Threads and IG at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast. Blue Sky and Twitter, we are Vaguely Nerdy Pod. If you want to send us an email, you can do that at vaguelynerdypodcast@gmail.com. We are also on YouTube, where we have an animated show.
Yep.
And there, we are Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.